In old Ohio, there's a team that's known throughout the land. 11 warriors brave and bold whose fame will ever stand. And when the ball goes over, our cheers will reach the sky. Ohio field will hear again the Buckeye battle cry. Drive, drive on down the field, men of the scarlet and gray. Don't let them through that line. We have to win this game today. Come on, Ohio! Smash through to victory. We cheer you as we go. Or run or defend, we will fight till the end for Ohio. Drive, drive on down the field. Men of the scarlet and gray. Don't let them through that line. We have to win this game today. Come on, Ohio! Smash through to victory. We cheer you as we go. Or run or defend, we will fight till the end for Ohio. Sing! In old Ohio there.
Oh, that silly thing was going to loop on us. I even had the loop off. Welcome, everybody. Since couldn't get the other side to participate, they don't get their fight song. I was courteous last year, or actually, I should say 2 years back, and even played their fight song. But, well, nothing there. Then guess what? It is what it is. There's Mikey. What's up? IO, dude. What's happening? How you doing over there? So, big time rivalry weekend, as clearly decored for the moment. And I know Sam doesn't have a dog in the fight, but
I ain't got shit. I ain't got nothing.
You got nothing. I know you're still recovering from Sunday.
I'm not recovered from being up since 4 a.m. yet. The hell with Sunday.
Ooh, ouch. 4 a.m. Ouch.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Mike, what the heck, man? No. No. He wasn't last year, won't be this year. No. I'm actually kind of
Wait a minute. Whoa. Wait, hold on. Timeout. Flag on the play. Traveling. Offsides. Did you just say that he wasn't on the hot seat last year?
No, he was not on the hot seat.
Oh, you're out of your freaking you're out of your mind.
He wasn't. He never was.
Listen to that fan base. I think without I would
make that's the problem. You listen to the fan base. The people in charge, thank God. Yeah, no. If you listen to remember the old adage, if you listen to the fans, you'll be sitting with the fans.
Excuse me.
You can go 0-11. No, not really. Not really. I don't think so, Mike. And I wouldn't start off that strong. I believe our acquisitions this year are much stronger. And I don't think that, to tell you the truth, both squads, as we've said earlier on multiple occasions, that the Buckeyes and even Indiana, nobody's really played anybody because, Sam, you might agree with this statement. College football, outside of certain programs, everything's gotten watered down. I mean,
in terms of keep going. What you're saying. Then I'll chime in.
I mean, let's put it to the test. Your Big Ten original Big Ten teams, is generally Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, usually Wisconsin. Indiana just happens to be here this year with a strong group, and Wisconsin doesn't. Everybody else is a watered down program. When you talk about Maryland and Rutgers, football does not come to mind with those schools. Basketball does. Football does not. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody else in the program is watered down. Even Michigan State has a lot to work on to get themselves back into that conversation of, hey, let's go. Hey, Soren, how are you?
And not to mention, now you have all the Pac-12 teams coming over to the Big Ten, USC, Oregon.
Correct. So you've added a couple, but you've also brought some more watered down product like UCLA, who's really not been anything spectacular. Again, another school that I think more of basketball than I do football. So that's why I say it's been watered down heavily.
Well, I think the one thing we can come to an agreement on with some of these conferences are way too freaking big.
That's why they're coming up with this. All of a sudden, it's now a Power 5 conference setup.
Yeah, because there's too much. Like, again, you said you have Ohio State's been running the Big Ten almost for a long time. Michigan is always going to find their way back into it. Penn State will find their way back into the conversation in a year or two or three, depending on who the next head coach is. Which, oh my God, can we get that decision made already? I'm getting sick and tired of waiting. You have USC, Oregon, but then when you're right though. You know, Maryland, Northwestern, UCLA, these conferences are getting too big. We need to figure a way to simplify it and maybe cut it down to like 10-team conferences. The whole thing is getting kind of, yeah, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. NIL money is running college football. College football has essentially become basically a pro football program. It's basically almost turned into the NFL. The transfer portals are like free agency. NIL money runs everything. And that's just the reality we're living
in. Yeah, and it's pretty bad when, you know, they used to say, well, you have to wait a year of a whole year with a guy who's transferring from one school to another. They had to wait a whole year to turn around and play again.
Yeah, and now they just play right off the rip.
Well, the problem is that the guy would basically, you know, if you're not in and you're not getting reps and you're not getting real game reps, by the time they came back 2 years, they were rusty and they weren't what they were when they left the other school. It hindered everybody from jumping ship and going from school to school. Somebody else had mentioned about that. I have not confirmed that report yet, Mike, because that is extremely illegal. So that's going to be real interesting to see, because you can't do that with underage kids. So that one I heard it and I'm like, okay. Bryce is sending me crap. It's like, dude, don't you know I'm on the show? Sorry. But yeah, Thamel tweeted it. Mike, send that over to me. I'd be very intrigued to see that because I heard nothing of that whatsoever. I don't know if you heard anything, Sam. I did not.
I did not. I will say one thing. I do like the border that's around us. I find it funny that both Michigan M's are directly above our heads. Of course you would.
Oh, wow. New emergency by law. Okay, Mike, I found it. This is about to get ugly.
It hasn't already.
Ohio high school athletes gain right to NIL earnings after OHSAA vote approves new bylaw.
Oh, this is going to be lovely.
It says new emergency bylaw. I don't understand. 447 schools in favor and 121 opposed. 247 abstained. The new policy takes effect immediately, making Ohio the 45th state to allow high school NIL deals. And Bryce is back here behind me, grinning from ear to ear. Under the bylaw, student athletes are permitted to be compensated for things like endorsements, social media content, personal appearances, licensing agreements, and other activities tied to their public recognition.
Oh, boy.
The OHSA says the rules also include reporting requirements and restrictions to ensure students don't jeopardize their eligibility under existing recruiting and amateurism policies, which is true. The vote comes after a Franklin County judge issued a temporary restraining order in response to a lawsuit filed by a student athlete on October 15th. That legal case is still ongoing, and OHS officials say they will continue to update schools as it moves forward.
Have fun with that.
Huh. Oh, that's interesting.
A little bit.
Wow. Yeah, that's yeah, like I said, Bryce just walked in from practice and he's sitting here smiling ear to ear behind me. Like, okay. Wow. Oh. Well, there's a topic I wasn't expecting to chat about this evening. Oh,
No.
wow. Wow, wow, wow. Did not see that coming at all. Oh, Jesus. Okay, you guys are going to get muted here real fast.
Who's getting muted?
Apparently Chipper and Adam are going back and forth in the unscripted chat.
Well, tell them to jump on here and give us some damn entertainment.
I know. Oh, Adam says he's been taking his medication already. But again, schools like St. Ed's can open up the check. But yeah, we all know about the St. Ed's and we know about the private school recruiting. That's not been a secret for several years. Wow. As a parent of a high school athlete, I don't even know what to think about this.
Early retirement.
Adam, don't do it.
Man,
Adam, don't do it. Don't do it, dude. I have
now
I,
see
I
if
have
you
an atom bomb I can drop at
now
any
see
time.
what would have been better is if he popped on for 2 seconds, said F Ohio State, then left. That would have been funny.
Yeah, that would have been better. Yeah, Mike. The eligibility and, like they said, the recruiting process. I mean, and there is a lot that's a fine line, especially with amateur status and some of these kids not understanding what the rules could be regarding this. I mean, that's going to be one of the big things, especially if somebody's like, hey, you know, we've got a card, we got, freaking spring break, timeshare, just sign here. It's like, nah, not a big fan of that. I think that's the big concern. I mean, for example, like Bryce with his bowling, if he turned around and bowled in an adult league, he would have to turn around and give up when he turns 18. He will have to stop bowling in his current youth league because his birthday falls in January, and would then be able to join an adult league even though he's still in high school. But at that point, he would forfeit his amateur status because he would have to bowl with adults. And or he would have to, if he decided not to finish out his youth amateur status, he would also have to sit there and take the one of the adult tests with dealing with kids in the league. So he'd have to do that. I mean, there's a lot that will go on as Bryce gets into his senior season on exactly what he's got to do for bowling, as an example. So it's going to be very difficult already to just play that game. That's all you're getting, Sam, is just the chat. Yeah, the fact that 40 other states already allow this is mind-blowing. That's 45 out of the 50 states. Holy crap. Yeah, see, that's there. Mike even says he couldn't join his uncle's Thursday night league because he was playing college ball. So, like I said, it's a very, very thin slope that you go by when you're in other athletics, because you're still under. Well, I guess it's going to be real interesting how they play with this on this NIL. I'm going to have to definitely do some homework real fast on that. Thanks, Mike. And the fact that this only happened a day ago, no less. This just happened yesterday morning, Sam.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Breaking news. Go figure. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate the bomb drop. Wow. This is huge. This is big news. Unbelievable. I'm definitely saving that article. That is getting saved for future reference. Thanks, Mike. Don't forget about me when Bryce signs a $2 million. Two? I'm sorry. Have you met Bryce? he might be looking for more. He might be looking for more. He keeps talking about that mansion. He's going to need more than that. He may require more than that. I'm just going to have to remind him, hey, listen, buddy boy, there's property taxes involved. Make sure you got the coverage. So, curveball number one. I think we base hit that one pretty well. Sam was not expecting that one at all. My gosh. Let's move on because we know that the other gents, when they come in, they will be ready to rock and roll. Where is our... Okay, we'll drop the banner for now. Since we got no Adam, it's like, okay, no big deal. It is what it is.
I know he's terrified of me. He's been ducking me ever since I joined Dueling ACES full time. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
He's been ducking me like Michigan's been ducking a passing offense for 2 straight years, but it's okay. It's okay. 5-star freshman quarterback doesn't let him do a damn thing in the pocket.
Fair enough.
I hate how Michigan has coached Bryce Underwood. I hate it. Last year, I understand they had no quarterback. Excuse me. This year, I despised how they. I'm not a big training wheels guy after about the first 6 weeks. Like Penn State with Ethan Ruckenmeyer, they had the training wheels on him for like a month after they fired Franklin. Man, Nebraska, he was letting it rip. Now, granted, he only threw the ball 12 times.
Oh, Adam's still here. Look at that.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. They're holding him. Really?
Oh, so, I mean, yeah, no, it's not a shot. No, it's not because it's not a shot at Bryce Underwood. I love Bryce Underwood. I know the kick of play.
Well, if Day's smart, he's not going to sit on his laurels this year.
Well, especially
if you want to keep that number one status the whole way through, and then you have to play Indiana. Better have your crap together, buddy boy.
You guys preparing to bring a Chip back? I heard he's available.
No, but he has apparently been knocking on your door at Penn State because that's an open seat.
If he wants to come in as an OC. If I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Oh no, he'll come in full guns a-blazing.
They're not hiring Chip Kelly. They're not giving Chip Kelly. They are not hiring Chip Kelly as a head coach.
Just saying, if Aaron, Joe Burrow's a possibility to end up with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Chip Kelly's a possibility to end up at Penn State.
What's he going to pull an Aaron Rodgers and sign him when he's 38? Finally,
Rodgers is already saying he's done.
Hold on. If Joe Burrow's quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals his whole career, he may not live to see 38 with that offensive line.
Well, Joe Burrow is coming back Thursday. So
yeah, he'll be hurt by the third quarter.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's a high possibility.
I want to jump into these these weekly scores very quickly. How shocked are you? I wish I would have known that the Texans were wearing the damn red unis. I would have switched my picks from the Bills to the Texans. Oh, I literally I believe I only got 2 wrong in my picks all weekend. I was very happy. I believe I only had 2 picks wrong. And man, as soon as I saw on Friday morning that the Texans had wore their red unis, I was like, damn. And then, of course, I almost called the guys and went, Philly's wearing the green jerseys. I'm going, well, hell, they haven't lost in those yet.
At home.
Yeah. We'll get to them in a minute. But yeah.
Do I have to?
Josh Allen says, I need more help. Well, guess what? They went and signed Brandon Cooks for him. I don't know how much of an improvement that is.
I won't judge Brandon Cooks off what he did in New Orleans this year. New Orleans is a train wreck.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, here, just why I'm here, you know. I'm here for the people. Cooks this year has 19 catches for 165 yards on the season, which is basically already more productive than Keon Coleman. So
true. How surprised are you about the Bears? Because if I'd rewind time back 7 weeks ago, there's a lot of people poo-pooing on the Bears. A lot of said people poo-pooing on the Bears. It said, give the guy some time.
Well, if you go back months ago on 609 when we talked about it, we said Ben Johnson is going to adapt to 2 things. Number one, he's going to walk into that front office and say, what the hell is this thing you call an offensive line? I need help here. Give me new guys. Signed Drew Dahlman, traded for Joe Thuney, traded for Jonah Jackson. Both of their tackles are young players they drafted and have actually developed under Ben Johnson. And what did we say? Me and Tyler said this countless times. I don't care about having all these wide receivers, Colston Loveland, who is starting to play a lot better. I don't care that they have Caleb Williams. Ben Johnson will run the football first more than anything. He will always believe in attacking people with the run first. They're the second leading rushing offense in the freaking league. Caleb still having some issues with the accuracy. He's only completing 59% of his passes. But guess what? He's using his legs more. He's not turning the football over. He's doing just fine. He's at 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Ben Johnson has taken exactly what he did from Detroit. He took everything that he did in Detroit and has brought it over to Chicago. Now, DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai, are they Gibbs and Montgomery? Absolutely not. But they're playing really good football. They're beating teams up on the ground, and Caleb's making plays when he needs to. And he's taking care of the football. Not to mention, Caleb Williams was sacked 70 times last year. Not 17 people, 70. 7 with a 0. This year, he has only been sacked 17 times.
Now, here's another nice thing. DeAndre Swift showed up there before Ben did. Ben knows Swift. And it's like, oh, isn't that interesting? Okay, thank you very much. I really know exactly what I want to do and how I want to develop the guy. It's not a bad thing.
And again, like I said, DeAndre Swift, Kyle Monangai, are they Gibbs and Montgomery? No. But they have some similar. No, but they're almost kind of like, they're kind of similar in terms of traits. Swift is the shifty guy, the little guy that's going to make the explosive plays. Monangai is the guy that's going to physically run through the tackles and keep moving the chains. They're not those two, but they are similar in their traits and the kind of running backs that they are. Now, are they the pass catchers that Gibbs and Montgomery can be? No. That part of their game you don't see much of, but they've got so many damn weapons with Adunze, Loveland, Moore, Luther Burden, Cole Kmet. Like, they don't have to freaking pass the ball to the running backs because they got so many other weapons.
Correct, Mike. He got to put in his own scheme.
Yes, they actually have an offensive scheme now. Last year, I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah. Mike, I just don't know.
It's never
I
going to
don't
happen.
think so.
It's
We
never
covered
going
it.
to happen.
We covered it last week. I actually populated up a little fill in the blank.
Last week. We've been covering this for the last 2 years.
Well, but I'm just saying, last week we covered 137 coaches have been hired since Tomlin's hiring. The only team that only has had one coach since is the Baltimore Ravens. And that's because Harbaugh got in 2008. We covered that last week. So everybody else is sitting at 3 coaches plus over the past several years, needless to say. So I don't think so. It's hit and miss. You know, right now you had Aaron Rodgers out. I don't know how much that really makes of an impact, but you know, Mike, I saw that and I was just like, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Where is? Come on. Oh. Really? Get out of there. Come on. So, like I said, this is all rumors, though, Mike. I mean, I don't doubt Josina Anderson, but longtime head coach. Who says it's not Harbaugh? Who says it has to be Tomlin? Oh, darn it. Flip screens. So I'm not sure. Next up, the Patriots and the Bengals. Hey, give the Bengals a little bit of credit. They put a dogfight on. It wasn't such a butt whooping that I thought was coming down the pipeline. The Patriots got away with just a 6-point win. The Lions and the Giants. Yo, Dan. You got some explaining to do, brother, because you can't pull that crap on Thursday. You cannot afford to pull that crap on Thursday. You owe Green Bay a receipt and a half for game 1 this year. So you better get your crap together this week, because letting the Giants start with the 10 spot on you, not a good idea. And New York, way to go blowing that lead again. The Packers handled business, of course, as everybody pretty much at this point is the all-knowing is JJ McCarthy is a bust, and there's just nothing to be thankful for in Minnesota at the moment.
JJ McCarthy is just bad. And listen,
Mike brings up an interesting point. Harbaugh or Reed?
I think Andy's going to retire soon, so I don't think change of scenery would be the couch for him. I think he's retiring soon. But look who's talking about his favorite player, Jameis Winston. Look at that.
Go ahead.
I knew it. He's probably got a Winston. You know what Adam should do? Adam should buy a jersey for each team Winston's played on, so he can have it on the background for what he does unscripted on Saturdays. Wow. Be the greatest thing ever.
With signed helmets.
Oh, absolutely. I'll buy. You know what? Here, I'll help Adam out. I'll buy the Browns one. I'll send that to him. But no, see, JJ McCarthy. Here's the thing. I usually give young quarterbacks like a little bit of a leeway, dude. You've got a Brian Flores led defense. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, and Kevin O'Connell is your play caller. What the hell is wrong with this kid?
No, JJ had to throw the ball against Ohio State.
And I made the case that because he played in a hardball system, it's that back then it was the most pro-ready style of offense you could play in college football. I understand they were a run-first team, but damn, dude, this kid cannot play. This kid is not good. I don't know what the heck to say.
And I guess there was a reason why Harbaugh didn't draft him.
Also true.
You buy them, you buy them, and he says he'll do it. Wow.
I will hand deliver them to you when I come out to Ohio next time.
Oh, baby. Oh, man. Oh, man.
I feel bad. I feel bad, though. Adam's the only one I didn't see when I was out there. I saw Bruiser. I saw you. No, I didn't see Clint either.
No,
so Adam and Clint, I didn't get to see.
Nope.
I saw you. I got to see you and Bruiser. That was it. Oh yeah, I'll be back out there soon enough. Don't worry.
Next up, the Seahawks finally a road trip all the way to the coast, and they win 30-24. I know the Titans' last one was pretty much garbage time for Tennessee. But that NFC West, Sam, is looking really damn interesting.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting. Minus the Cardinals.
What do you expect from a Jonathan Gannon coach team?
Well, it is what it is. Oh, my goodness. So, congratulations. And Jesus, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Oh, my God, dude. Whew.
I got some numbers for him if you would like to hear them. One moment, please. Here we go. Jackson Smith and Jigba is the first wide receiver in NFL history to have 75 plus receiving yards in each of his team's first 11 games. Smith and Jigba is now has the most receiving yards in a single season in Seahawks franchise history. It's week freaking 12.
He is going to if he keeps this up, he could see 2,000 yards.
I think it's a very good possibility.
That is a very, very, very strong possibility.
I think it's a very strong possibility.
Give me a quick moment. We got bodies taking squares for this weekend's game. Adam says, sure, that was planned. That you wouldn't see him when you were out here. No, we tried. You were flagging somewhere, and all we were going to be able to do was a drive-by. But he didn't want to get hit with a flag.
All need to be concussed.
Speaking of blowing leads, the Colts. Does the owner travel to the away games? Oh my God. Because I'm sure she had some choice words for some people. going, what the hell are you guys doing?
They
You
literally lost.
blew it in Pittsburgh, and now you blew it in Kansas City. I don't get it, Sam.
They have struggled against legitimate playoff contending teams. On the road against solid defenses, they have struggled.
But
If
Sam,
Jonathan Taylor,
they were whooping ass in this game.
if Jonathan Taylor is held in check, they struggle. And they literally lost BS. He's going to throw the flag at me like a spear. Going to Tarzan me in the back of the head. But if Jonathan Taylor's held in check, that Colts offense does not have many answers. The embarrassing part about this whole situation, they lost to Harrison Butker. The Chiefs only scored one touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of my theory on it is, hey, you're resting on your laurels. It's like, okay, we got it. And, I'm sorry, but as one of my friends told me, well, we're sitting there coaching, is like, telling the kids, hey, you keep your foot on that throat and you turn around and you keep pushing down as hard as you can. Don't let up. Do not ever let up. We'll get to that conversation again. It's like a repeating theme this weekend. The Ravens blow up the Jets being the Jets. Then the Browns turn around and unfortunately to Justin's hurrah, the Browns screw up their draft pick stock, going from third to falling, I think, all the way out to 7 now. So that, I'm sure he'll touch on that tomorrow in his podcast. So I know he's not happy. Me being in last place in Zolt's league, I was like, the hell with it. Why not? I went out and I picked up Shador and went, go ahead, kid, knock your socks off. And I'm sorry to say, Jerry Jeudy, you ever stop running in open field like that again, I may jump the wall and tackle you. Because that was just downright, that's Pop Warner crap, Sam. Pop Warner crap.
I just want to point out that if you attempt that, I will pay good money to see you attempt to tackle an NFL football player.
Okay.
I will pay money to see it.
Okay. Cool.
I'm not making a joke. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I hope they rip him tomorrow in the meetings. I totally expect him to be ripped tomorrow, because that is the most ignorant thing. I have not seen that stuff since Pop Warner football, and that was just totally unexcusable. It's now gone from, guess what? Okay, the one-handed grabs have been called the Odell. We're going to call the stop in mid-run. We're going to call them the Judys. Oh, yeah.
Got a good ring to it.
Yeah. Kind of.
I mean, look, let's
scary,
take something.
Kind of scary.
Let's take some positives out of it, right? Shador comes in his debut, wins, made a couple nice plays.
Very nice passes. Yes.
Also, I think we're on the verge of seeing a sack record be completely broken and set to a whole new level.
When Michael Strahan said he can't wait to see what happens in the next couple of weeks, I knew what he was talking. I knew what he was talking about.
So is Mark Gastineau going to get mad at Brett Favre for this one too?
No, because I think in a couple of weeks, I don't care where the game's going to be at. I think one Mr. Strahan might be on hand to turn around and see the record broken.
You know what Tyler and I said, right? Last night?
No,
The son of a bitch he's going to get 30.
I don't know about 30.
George, he only needs 12. The guy's got like 15 in his last 4 games.
Right.
All
right.
he needs is 12.
Well, I'm gonna get to this week yet, and it's a good possibility. Don't get me wrong. There is a very good possibility.
Let's look at this, okay? Here are the Browns' remaining games. These are the offensive lines they are going to be going against. Next week, San Fran. Not the greatest offensive line in the league.
Nope.
Tennessee. Oh, Tennessee. He may have 10. He may have 12 against Tennessee alone.
Oh, my God.
If I'm Tennessee, I'm benching Cam Moore for the sake of his health. Then they go at Chicago. Chicago, like I mentioned earlier, improved the offensive line a lot. Both tackles, though, still very young, so it could be interesting. Then they go versus Buffalo. Okay, Buffalo's O-line is solid. I wouldn't say it's perfect.
Well, I don't know. The Miami Dolphins.
Exactly.
It, so.
Then he's home against the Steelers. I think he could easily dominate whoever their offensive line is. Last game of the season.
If it's Rudolph, there's a history there. Wouldn't that just be karma?
With the amount of
karma?
With the amount of grass he'll be seeing, he'll be Rudolph the green-nosed reindeer.
That'd be some interesting karma.
Last game of the season at the Bengals.
Oh, wouldn't that be interesting? Because I don't think they'd play Joe Flacco, and I think they put Flacco in and they'd bench Joe Burrow. And it's like all of a sudden, hey, Miles, Joe, long time no see.
Either way, I don't care. Look, I don't care if it's Joe Flacco, Joe Burrow, Joe Pod, Joe Green. I don't care what Joe you put back there. They screwed.
I mean, the Raiders were literally throwing 3 people at Myles Garrett. And because they were so focused on Myles Garrett, they let the rest of the defense eat. And then Myles still got 3 out of that
Cleveland. This is why, George, and I know you. I saw your comment on our poll question about the Texans. I understand the Texans statistically in points per game are the best defense in football. That doesn't mean a lot. Numbers to me, this is why I asked the question. The Browns' defense is pretty damn good. You have got easily. And I put this on record. I made a YouTube short about it, I think 2 weeks ago. I said it last night. Myles Garrett is one of the all-time greats when it comes to defensive linemen. He is. Let's think of this. He is at 120-something sacks now. He's only 20 sacks behind Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
He's not going to catch Reggie freaking White. We know that. Reggie's got 198. Reggie was a different animal. But so when you think of all-time great defensive linemen, those are 2 guys that immediately pop into your brain. No?
Yep.
So then I said this. Okay, you could bring up the Michael Strahans, the Mark Gaston, all those guys. You want to bring those guys up? That's fine. I did one further. Let's compare Myles Garrett to 2 of the most dominant defensive linemen in his era. Aaron Donald and J.J. Watt. Myles Garrett already has more sacks than both of them. The only thing, and I think if he keeps up this pace throughout the rest of his career, I think he'll pass LT. LT's got like 142, I believe. The only thing that these guys all have on him is they have multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. Garrett currently has 1, but he's probably going to win the damn thing this year. The guy is an all-time great, and I don't care that he plays on the Browns. This guy is unfreaking believable. And it's not just now, it's finally starting to be not just him. You have a young defensive tackle in Mason Graham. Has he had the greatest rookie season? No, but he's still out there, and I think he'll develop and get better. They brought the Cleveland Browns last year had no pass rush from their defensive tackles. They bring in Malik Collins. He has 6.5 on the year. He had 2.5 on Sunday. Denzel Ward is still one of the best freaking corners in football. Carson Schwarzenegger, the kid they drafted from UCLA, he's probably the second best off-ball linebacker in his draft class. He's probably the best right now. He's probably better right now than Jahad Campbell, and that's my guy. Now, I think Campbell overall could still be the better player, but as of right now, Campbell's kind of been a reserve since the Eagles got Nakobe Dean back. And Nakobe Dean's has been really good, so it's not that Campbell wasn't good, but Dean he's changed the tempo of that Eagles defense. But this guy's like, this is unbelievable. This guy literally, we are talking now. The guy has 18 sacks and only needs to what? 5.5. What's the record? 22.5?
I was going to say, I thought it was 22.5. Yeah.
And Strahan's the only one. No, has anyone else done that besides Strahan?
Strahan shares it currently with, hang on. He shares it
TJ.
with
It's TJ Watt.
TJ. Yeah. Yeah, it's 22.5.
Watt had that.
Yeah, it's 22.5. The unofficial record, of course, is by our favorite Lion and Brown, Al Bubba Baker, with 23, set back in 1978, before they started tracking.
That's the unofficial record.
Sam, if he gets 24 to 25, he's a GOAT.
Just for shits and giggles, he has more sacks in his career than TJ Watt too. Just in case we want to know that.
No, I don't even need to kick that. I don't need to kick that dead horse. We already know who's the better. So yeah. So it's like, okay. So like I said, keeping him healthy and upright. Okay. It's on like Donkey Kong. Let's get to 25. Come on. The one thing I have to say about the Raiders is, my God, man, go in the offseason, go draft and go buy yourself an offensive line. Get it from the USFL if you have to, or whatever the league is called. Go get yourself somebody, because my God, man, that offensive line was atrocious, Sam. It's like, okay, this was my first Sunday. I was going to get to sit and watch football all day. 1 o'clockers, it didn't happen. 4 o'clockers, it totally got to happen. I was happy as all get out. I got to watch Browns and Raiders in one screen, Dallas and Philly in the other. We'll get to the other one in a minute. The Browns and the Raiders, it went exactly how I thought it was going to go. Much to the demise of everybody who wants the tanking season and everything. No, it went exactly as I expected it. I expected Cleveland to dominate that.
That's the thing that I keep saying. Like, aren't you like, George? I think this is not beating a dead horse. This is digging up a horse's freaking skeleton and kicking it. As fans of the Browns, are you not tired about talking about draft picks?
Because I also am a 49ers guy.
Yes, but
the draft picks come wherever you finish, you finish. Yeah, it's all going to be what you need in that round and what you can get. Everybody's like, oh, well, you got to go with what's the best available. No, you don't.
You go with the best.
If it's an offensive lineman that you need at pick 2 or 3 and nobody's trading up with you, then guess what? You go take your offensive lineman at 2 or 3.
And again, here's
You
the
go
thing.
get
I
what
understand.
you need. That's
And
the
like
draft is not this ultimate. Oh yeah, you're drafting him number 1. Sam, the one thing that drives me up a wall, just because Bill Parcells did it with Drew Bledsoe, does not mean all these guys who are drafted in the first damn round have to be ultimate starters. Boom, right off the rip. Day
and
number
here's
1,
the other thing.
week number 1.
And here's the other thing, right? The Deshaun, how many more years is that Watson contract on your books?
4 more.
So wouldn't the ideal thing be Shador Sanders is actually a good quarterback and you can develop him and you will have a rookie quarterback contract that's successful while you're waiting to get the hell off of the worst contract in the history of sports? Wouldn't that be the better thing? And here's the other thing. Like, I'm so, like, that's the thing. They always say, oh, we want to get the number 2 pick. Like you said about tomorrow night with Justin and them. They're going to be talking about freaking, like, they fell in their draft pick. Answer me this. Now, I get it. Eagles, Browns, completely different stories, completely different organizations. It don't matter where you pick as long as you get it right. Can you answer me in 2024 during the draft, the year just before the year the Eagles just won the Super Bowl? Who'd they pick in number 22?
Oh, wasn't that
Quinyon Mitchell.
Mitchell? Yeah, that was the Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. We were talking about that.
Hey, hold on. Better. Where was Cooper DeJean drafted? The second round. He was the 40th overall pick. He's the best nickel corner in football. Quinyon Mitchell's a top 5 corner in football. He's been in the league a freaking year.
Yeah, and I know I hadn't even heard of his name until we were talking about him. And when I watched him in his last 2 college games, and I was just like, oh my God, Cleveland should jump up and snag this kid. And then you were talking about it, and it's like, hey, Philly might go grab him. And I'm going to be kind of pissed because I'm like, come on, Cleveland, let's go get him. It'd be a nice little compliment, especially, could you imagine Cooper with Ward? Ooh, that would have been great. But no, you let Philly snag him, and it was like, shit. But guess what? Oh, I'm sorry. The kid's living his best life. Picked off Patrick Mahomes and got a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Held. He's happy. He's super happy. Come on. So yes.
Yeah, and that's all my point is. If you draft right. Oh, a better one. Let's look at the freaking Bears. We just said it right. Mm-hmm. Second best rushing attack in football.
Yep.
Do you know where Kyle Monangai was drafted? He was a 7th round pick.
Scary how the 7th rounders are miraculously making some great strides in the NFL. Tom Brady, Brock Purdy, just spitballing a few others.
Oh dear God. I got the new bracket. Would you like me to send it to you?
I see Mike's dumping something here. Michigan jumped spot 3 spots to 15. Well, yeah, of course they did.
I sent you the playoff bracket at least, so if you want to pull it up. But and just one last one, the Eagles again. Reed Blankenship. He's been one of the better safeties in football. You know where he was drafted? He wasn't. Undrafted. Jordan Mailata was a 7th round rugby player who never played a down of football when he came to Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's going to be, like you said, it's all about making sure you get it right.
Yes,
100%.
And don't act like you're smarter than everybody else in the room. That's how you that's how you turn go from Justin Jefferson to Jalen Reagor. We made those mistakes. Howie Roseman made those mistakes. In his eyes, Jalen Reagor was a better fit for Carson Wentz because he was a deep ball threat. What he also forgot to mention is that Jalen Reagor was just a bad wide receiver, but Justin Jefferson's a pretty good wide receiver. Now, again, like I said, I'm not upset. I got Devontae Smith. I got A.J. Brown. I have a Super Bowl championship because of those two. I don't care anymore about Justin Jefferson. But, and then there's the common sense picks. Lane Johnson at 3. Common sense. Jalen Carter at 9. Common sense. You take them.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a little bit of luck, a little bit of common sense, and just do it the right way. If the Browns can start doing that on the offensive side of the football, they'll be fine.
I'm sorry. You startled me. You used the Browns and common sense in the same sentence. You know that's not.
I'm sorry. I know it's hard. I understand that's a very hard thing to deal with. I'm sorry. And
that's not allowed.
And then again, you also have to have really good coaching with some of these players. Like I said, just think of what I said about Jordan Mailata. The dude was a rugby player, George. And he didn't even know the game of NFL football. But you know what the Eagles saw? A freaking 6'8" tackle who is athletic as all hell. Jeff Stoutland's turned him into one of the best left tackles in football. You sometimes just need the right coaching as well. Now, I know that's also something in Cleveland that they have some issues with, but still. And look, both your young running backs, Junkins, 2 touchdowns. Sampson, 59 receiving yards and a touchdown.
Dude, I'm just totally, Isaiah Bond was just 2.5 feet short of making that Shadur's first touchdown as well. I mean, dude, it was a beautiful touch pass. And I was like, okay, I see what we can have here. I mean, I think my favorite thing was, and I'm going to call it the Scattaboo moment. Before the game started, which you get the stupid reporters asking these players stupid questions before they're about to take the field. And I'm like, no, you know what? It should not be allowed anymore. I'm sorry. No, get them the hell out of there. They got to focus on the damn game. Get the hell out of my face.
That's what I say about baseball.
She asked the stupid question of, well, what would you like to say, regarding, the fan base for the Browns and, in your stature. And he says, I'm what they've been waiting for. And I'm like, good for you. Be confident, be ready to get out there, kick the Raiders' ass, and have a good time doing it. And you know what? It's exactly what I saw. And I said, thank you very much. It wasn't cockiness like some other quarterbacks I've seen. It was confidence. You can have confidence without being cocky. And he was confident, not cocky.
I'm confident that 609 and Dueling Aces are better sports talk than ESPN. That doesn't mean I'm cocky about it.
Right? True statement. True statement. Shall we proceed briefly here? Another one that had to go to overtime, which was mind-boggling, but the Cards almost pull off an upset against the Jags, making a visit. It looked like the Jags were pretty much, just consistent enough. But next week they better get their act together. That's all I got.
Hold on. The Cardinals forced 4 turnovers in this game, a fumble and 3 interceptions, and still managed to lose the freaking game. Not to mention, I believe Jacoby Brissett has thrown 900 passes in the past 2 weeks. He threw 57 last week and 49 yet on Sunday. What the hell is going on in Arizona?
I don't know, but I'm sure there is one Mr. Marvin Harrison Jr. who is just like, what do I got to do around here?
Dude, Hey, and you know what? Give Liam Cohen credit, man. Trevor Lawrence has played like crap all year, and somehow the Jags are 7-4.
Yeah.
Who saw that coming?
Speaking of, unfortunately, who saw that coming? We're up to your Eagles with. I can't even say it. I was shaking my head. Why does a guy on a punt return, bro, dude, let it bounce through the end zone? Hello, know where you're at on special teams. Hello. I'm even sitting there going, God, not even the Browns would have screwed that up. I was, what?
Do I have to talk about this again?
What the? I'm gonna save you a little bit because again, Saquon was pretty solid, even if you had to do a check down to him, and he was tearing it up. But no, you keep wanting to go with the damn long ball, 10 and 12 yards out. And what'd you do?
The problem, the biggest issue with the Eagles right now is the Eagles under Nick Sirianni have always been get a big lead, run the clock out late. They cannot run the football. And the one thing about Nick Sirianni, I've said this since day one, his passing offense sucks. It sucks since day one. They have always had a top-tier run game. Miles Sanders in 2022, DeAndre Swift in 2023, Saquon Barkley last year. The offensive line has been terrible this year. Not bad, terrible to their standard. Because last year you saw them. Last year they were physically moving people. They were physically pushing people 5 yards back. So and Saquon was going off. Saquon Barkley last year averaged 3.8 yards before contact. That's not his yards per carry. That is his yards before contact. Almost 4. Do you know what it is this year? 1.6. He is getting touched up.
And you have Tank as a balance. Are you kidding me right now? I wanted to scream through the chat yesterday. You have Tank. You went and got Tank Bigsby away from Jacksonville, which I'm sure Jacksonville's like, damn.
You traded 2 draft picks for the guy.
Kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Correct me if I'm wrong. You didn't lose squat off your offensive line, correct?
They lost Mekhi Becton, and honestly, it's showing. Tyler Steen is serviceable, but Mekhi Becton was a humongous part of that offensive line last year, and they have missed him. Cam Jurgens is playing with a full-size brace on his right knee. He is not playing at 100%. Landon Dickerson has not been 100%. Lane Johnson is out with a foot injury. This offensive line is banged up, and it's been like that since week 1. They aren't playing to their standard because they're not healthy, and the problem is the guys that have to replace them aren't good enough. This is the problem. Mekhi Becton should have been brought back, and maybe it would have been a little better. But the health of this O-line has killed this team all year because no matter how bad that passing offense is, you have always been able to rely on the run game. This year, they haven't. And like you brought up Tank Bigsby. I got something here for you. Tank Bigsby has had 22 runs with the Eagles, 22 running plays.
That's
7 points. Yes. Listen to this, though. In those 22 runs, he's averaging 7.6 yards a run. He's got 7 runs of 10-plus yards and 8 first downs. That's 22 plays. Saquon Barkley in 175, which is like 8 times more. Only 3.8 yards per run, 16 runs of 10 yards, 26 first downs. George, can we agree with something? I said this heading into the season. I knew Saquon Barkley was not going to be the guy he was last year. It's an unrealistic expectation. But don't you think a guy who touched the ball 482 times last year may need to be having a little more of a split backfield with Tank Bigsby so you can keep him fresh since he touched the football 500 times last year? No, Tank Bigsby gets 1 carry on Sunday. Oh, by the way, he got 8 yards on that carry.
Yeah. And I was waiting for more of it.
This
I mean,
is
especially when
offensive.
you had the lead. It's like, hello, you were 21-0.
But that's the problem, though, George. They can't run the ball when they have a lead because the O-line can't block. That's the problem. The only thing they can try to do is pass the ball early to try to get to a 3rd and 2, a 2nd and 1, a 4th and 1, and then run the ball because they are not confident that they can get more than anything outside of 2 yards a carry because the O-line has been bad against the run blocking since week 1. That's the problem. They have always been known for pass early, get a big lead, run the ball as much as you can, and sustain drives. They have not sustained drives well this year. This is a problem. And I understand. Now, play design, in-game adjustments, that's offensive coaching. But the fact that this team cannot run the ball, that is not, I know, and look, I know Tyler and I went ape shit crazy last night about this on 609.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Patullo did not, for the people that are, Kevin Patullo is an issue. You, in my opinion, a football team that just came off a Super Bowl victory that has aspirations on getting back there, you should not have a rookie play caller. That's never done it before. Kevin Patullo did not commit 14 penalties for 96 yards on Sunday.
No, he did not.
Kevin Patullo's not the one missing blocking assignments and committing stupid penalties. That's on the personnel. That is the biggest issue with this
you have
offense.
to look at the coaching with that.
We did. We looked at Sirianni on this too. I looked at Jeff Stoughlin's the greatest offensive line coach I think I've ever seen. But this year his unit has not been good. Kevin Patullo would not look as bad if that offensive line was playing to its standard. And that's why we're so mad about it, because this O-line has a high standard. They were the best O-line. They've been the best O-line of football over the past, it feels like over the past decade. Since 2017, no matter who they rotated in, they always had the best O-line of football. This year, it has been really bad. And I think you're going to start I think next season, when Howie Roseman, you sprinkle some magic on the offseason. I know I'm looking way down the road here. I know I'm looking into next March, but I think some new blood's going to be on that O-line next year.
Definitely don't disagree.
Because look what happened after 2017. Jason Peters, Jason Kelsey, Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson, they were getting beat up. Brandon Brooks couldn't stay healthy after 2017. Jason Peters hadn't been healthy since 2013. And then they start bringing in younger guys, Landon Dickerson, and now these guys are playing well, and now they have the best unit again. Right now, we're having an issue. A lot of it has to do with, but like I said, it doesn't have to do with the personnel on all sides. Now, Tyler Steen is probably the weak link. He may be an odd man out. He's a good 6th offensive lineman off your bench. He played that role perfectly last year. They missed Mekhi Becton. They really. Yeah. The two things they messed up with during the offseason, they let Isaiah Rodgers walk to the Vikings, and the quarterback 2 spot's been a weakness on the defense all year. And they let Mekhi Becton leave. And they also traded CJ away again. So that's another thing. But Andrew Makuba and Reed Blankenship were playing fine until Sidney Brown forgot how to play football and broke Makuba's leg. But no, the biggest issue on this offense, it is not A.J. Brown talking. It is not Jalen Hurts. It is not Kevin Patullo in-game stuff. He is an issue. Their passing route concepts suck. Hold on.
I was going to say, I saw there were I know you brought up last night, you showed the one play where you got.
I just said, please bring it up. I said it to you just now. Please bring it up.
Yeah, the 4 wide receivers standing on the 30-yard line. And I was just like, are you kidding me?
Please bring that. Yeah, just please pop it up real quickly because I just want to ask the question again. I need this answer.
I am.
I think you're good. I'm coming in hot again. See, you got me all hot again, George. See, I was having a good day. Too tired for this. too tired for this today.
Changing
But it's okay.
screens. No, that's not the screen I want. Now there's that one. Why won't you? It is not going to give me what I want here.
Of course,
All right,
it's
we'll
not.
do it the hard. We'll do it the hard way.
Oh, we got to get a little technical now.
There we go.
What the hell is this? There is not one guy that has got a foot of separation. There's nobody. This is literally 3 stop routes, and I don't know what the hell the guy at the top of the screen is doing. I don't know if he's supposed to try to go deep. What is Jalen Hurts supposed to do with this? If he throws it, it's probably going to get knocked down. And if he tries to run, there's 4 guys just standing there waiting. This is why at the end of the season, 2 things are going to happen. The O-line needs to get rebuffed, and they need to bring in a veteran play caller. You cannot have an offense of A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, Dallas Goedert, and Jalen Hurts and have this be a route concept. What is Jalen supposed to do with this? There's not one guy with separation. They're all standing there looking.
Yeah.
And
this should have been an out route. This should have been crossing. This one should have been up, and he's already going. He already came up, and this is his out route. He should have still been going. That's Goddard, isn't it? Isn't that Goddard?
That looks like Goddard, yeah.
That looks like Goddard. That looks like Smith, and Smith should have been this angle route because this one should have been the out route.
Like, can we run a deep
look at I can tell that way just by the way that this safety was playing. He stopped and he should have been streaking, and it was almost a post route. He must have come in.
God.
He must have come in too soon. He had to have come in. He came in here, and I bet you he was supposed to come up here. But he came in here instead. Goddard, I'm betting the farm, he just sat, and it's like, if you were supposed to do a button hook, dude, you are screwed if that pass is coming to you because, A, it's going to get picked off between these 2 guys, or he's knocking it out of your backside. I mean, yeah, you're getting a free chiropractic adjustment when he hits you, but good Lord, man, come on.
So I was going to say, if Goddard miraculously catches the ball, he's going to get knocked the hell out.
Right. And that right there, that's a lot of bit of holding. that's a lot of bit of holding right there. But it's like, my God, man, get your butt out on the out route.
And here's the other thing. And Dan Orlovsky just tweeted this out 5 hours ago. If you don't use a QB design run or an RPO, stop living in the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they beat the Vikings? Because they actually ran plays from under center, something they don't let Jalen Hurts do, even though he's had some decent success at it. I have no idea what the hell's going on with this offense, but that part of it, that's coaching. I just knocked my freaking microphone out. Holy crap, you got me going now. All right, get it off the screen because I could probably knock down a pass on that play. And I weigh for like 400 pounds. But yeah, I'm so tired of a lackluster offense. It's embarrassing.
And
everyone's sitting there like, oh, the defense didn't do that. What the hell else did you want that defense to do yesterday?
That defense was gassed in the fourth quarter.
Yes, because George, just think of this. Just think of this. The punt that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They forced a 3-and-out before that punt. So Gibson, that Nimrod, fumbles the ball. The Cowboys have the ball at the Eagles' 4-yard line. They went for it on 4th down. The Eagles defense turned it over on downs and got the offense back the ball in a tie game. And they still didn't do anything.
And they couldn't do it.
Defense gave them every chance to win that football game.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
They forced turnovers in the red zone. They forced turnovers on downs twice. What else do you want from them?
Yeah. It was pretty sick.
The reason the defenses struggles this year is because sometimes in the games, like you said, they're exhausted.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of exhausting, moving on to the next game, the Falcons, of course, decide, hey, we're going to win a game. Because it was, of course, against the Saints, who almost have nothing left. I mean, Chris Olave, look, buddy, I understand, until the Saints get an offensive line. I mean, you kind of forget that, they have Alvin Kamara. They have a running back. You just don't have an offensive line, a defensive line, a couple corners you used to have. Yeah, you don't have a lot of things. And I feel so bad for Kellen Moore because he's basically left with an empty trash can, Sam, and a doggy bag, a plastic bag to pick up all the dog poo.
Don't
And
remind me. I miss Kellen.
And it's just, my God, man. I the Saints need draft picks a lot. If I'm the Saints, I am looking at a lot of help. And I don't know who the big O-line guy is going to be for this year's draft, but by God, expect to be drafted very quickly by the Saints.
We're heading down the bayou.
Yeah. You will need to get used to hanging out down there because that's where you're going. Like I said last week, is you've got to give these coaches several years. You got to give them the 3-4 years to get their system in, get their guys in, and go for it. It's just a shame that they're just not giving this kid enough time to throw the damn ball. I mean, I get it. They've gone to their rookie quarterback and there's, he's getting experience, but it's kind of like, Jesus, please don't start being like Cleveland, who's got, I love the fact that they tried to cheat and take credit for the president stat, by the way. I don't know if you probably missed it. On the Browns broadcast, their department said, well, since 1994, they've had the same amount of starting quarterbacks as U.S. presidents. Excuse us. Last week, hello, you must have been watching us, but we said as of 99 when they came back that they were just a couple QB shy of having the same amount of starting quarterbacks as total presidents. So you're welcome for that, by the way, because apparently they watch us, they listen. So y'all are welcome for us doing your job for you. You just happen to want to cheat it and go, oh, well, we'll just one up it a little bit and go, how far back would we have to go? Yeah, you're welcome.
Here's something funny real quick. Do you know who has the highest PFF run grade ranking this year at 90.8?
Yeah.
Hank Bigsby. Do you know who is number 62?
Oh.
Saquon Barkley.
Wow.
I am not saying to split the backfield 50-50, but Tank Bigsby needs at least 15 touches on Friday.
Tank gives you so much of a balance. It's not funny.
Oh, dude, by the way,
you've got. Listen, and I know the young dude screwed up in the Browns broadcast again. By the way, he called him Ernest Mack, and I'm like, dude, it's either Kevin Mack or Ernest Biner. Which is it gonna be? And he goes, well, you guys know who I meant. No, we don't, because you mentioned both of them, you moron. Figure it out, man. Figure it out. But yes, Sam, you could have a Mac and Biner combination. You could have a Thunder and Lightning combination. And somebody just doesn't want to do it.
I don't know.
The Rams
by the way,
slaughter and slaughter isn't even a good word, Sam. Baker Mayfield looked, I don't know what's up with that non-throwing shoulder, but he got wrecked in the first quarter, and that dude was to say he was struggling that second quarter was an understatement, and he was just getting railroaded. So I expect Baker to be out a couple weeks easily. The Rams just went cruise control after the first half. I went to bed. I was like, yeah, I don't need to stay up to watch the rest of this. It was a butt whooping going on. Serious whooping. And I know that during your show, you were watching the Monday night game because I saw somebody being a smartass and going, yeah, the Panthers got the ball back. Yeah, I flip over. I watched Bryce Young right in the red zone and gave it right on back to the 49ers. And I went, don't need to worry about Brock. Y'all need to be worried about that defense because that defense showed you exactly what the squad was going to have to do. A defense was going to have to step up to turn around and make sure that the offense could get managed, which, of course, leads us into this weekend. Because this weekend's going to be a tough one for me, Sam. It is brutal weekend. Guess I'll slide us over here. Wow, had to use the 101B slide. So, Saturday, they got college fundum. And then Sunday, got my boys going against my boys. Should be an interesting weekend. And here's a crazy freaking stat for all of you people. Whenever San Francisco comes into Cleveland, it doesn't matter if it was Joe Montana. It doesn't matter if it was Steve Young, Alex, Elvis. For some freaking crazy reason, the 49ers lost in Cleveland, and it didn't matter how bad the Browns were. With that being said, do not expect the over-under to be a high explosive over-under for this week in that game.
Oh, no, it's going to be a defensive dogfight.
It is seriously going to be a defensive dogfight this week. I do not expect a lot of offensive anything out of this football game. It will be brutal. Let's see. The front running line right now is the lowest of all of the games. In fact, let's see. The game's over under is so low. The Atlanta at New York Jets line is 2 points higher than the Browns and 49ers. Sam, the Browns and 49ers are 37 and a half. $37 and a half. Ouch. Ouch. Yikes.
That is the yikes moment.
That is, and here's the swift kick in the nuts for the Browns fans. The 49ers are favored by 4.5. Sam, you know what that is, right? That's Christian McCaffrey. That's McCaffrey.
Boy.
That's the McCaffrey points. Now, hey, let's look at the Browns. The Browns have Quinshawn. So guess what? They got a running game too.
Let's go.
Run game versus run game. Because if the quarterbacks are slinging, it could be interesting.
Yeah, the only question is, will Brock Purdy sling it to the other team 3 more times?
he better wake up and smell the coffee because he's gonna be in deep caca.
Mac Daddy's waiting back there.
Mm-hmm. You're going to
I
be
said
waiting
it.
big time.
I said I thought Mac Jones should have stayed the starter.
And let me just give you the wonderful weather report, too, by the way.
So
Ripping it. Morning rain, followed by rain and snow in the afternoon. High of 38 degrees. The winds at 25 miles an hour.
Oh, we running, baby. Gonna be a
Remember,
run.
remember the Pittsburgh-Cleveland game? And all that snow that happened to show up? Remember, folks, it's going to be interesting with when I send my picks over tomorrow night for the fellas. I'm going to sit there and go, I'm taking Cleveland again because I just know the history of how this goes. And with that crappy weather, yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Just a bit ugly.
Bad.
Oh, damn. That did not come across well. Oh, that did not populate properly. I am going to have to flip that screen over. Give me a quick second, Sam. I am going to have to flip that around because that did not quite download properly. Oh, that is ugly.
In other news, why George fixes the screen there, Eli Drinkwitz, Missouri's head coach, who was the betting odds favorite to be the next head coach in Penn State, is now not considered the favorite, as there are rumors of a potential contract extension with Missouri expected to be announced tomorrow.
Yeah, Mike, I just bounced up about the weather. Right, Sam, we're going to go to plan B. Always got a plan B.
There's always a plan B.
There's always a plan B. Okay, Thanksgiving. This is outside of Friday is going to be a little tricky and a little bit of Saturday for me. Because Bryce has the first basketball games are Friday now instead of Saturday. But Thanksgiving Day, our usual suspects. Ironically, Baltimore has become the evening favorite now, so we've got the usual, I guess you can now call it the Thanksgiving usual trio. You're at Detroit, you're at Dallas, you're at Baltimore. Pretty much a given. This is not Baltimore's. Baltimore has been given the Thanksgiving evening game almost 80% of the time since they've started it. So at this point, I'm going to say, yeah, I'm not going to be surprised if that's kind of how the situation rolls moving forward. And especially because you already have NFC squads hosting primarily during the day. So with that being said, Green Bay at Detroit, and Detroit is barely favored. Detroit, like I said earlier, owes Green Bay a few receipts. And this could be a slobber knocker. 48
yeah, it definitely could.
48 and a half. And I'm sorry, but the new freak, holy crap. 264 yards, 65 yards Sunday. My God, Gibbs. What'd you do? Run back to Detroit while you were at it? Sheesh.
He ran back to 2024 to find the old Saquon.
I know this is probably not the more favorable pick, but I do think that Detroit will end up winning that game. Kansas City at Dallas. Kansas City, I think, has been living on house money the past few weeks. And I the last time I saw Kansas City and Dallas, he had Tyreek Hill. Listen, I understand you got Rice, you got your weapons back. If that Dallas defense shows up, they're in trouble. I'm going to call it out. I'm going to say Dallas wins. I think Kansas City loses. Cincinnati at Baltimore. I'm not trusting that Baltimore by 7. I'll take the point. I'll give me 7 points and Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, he's back in the seat. Okay. Baltimore's defense still sucks, Sam.
It's been better recently. It's been better a lot better recently.
By 1 week? Really? Come on.
Right.
I'll give them last week, fine. But I mean, my God, man, they have been brutal. And now Mr. Burrow is back in the saddle. Yeah. I am already flipping to start Chris Brown this week. I've had him on my bench for a couple months.
Chris Brown, you're starting a singer?
I'm sorry. Chad.
Case.
Mr. Brown is starting again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we do. This is what happens usually in almost every chat. I'm usually correcting George about something. Now you get to see it live on the air.
I am brain beaten right now. It's not even funny because I almost said Joe Flacco 3 times. Oh my God!
Well, at least you got the first name right that time.
Well, that's not that hard.
Well, I mean, we went from Chris to Chad to Chase, so could have went from Joe to Josh to Julius.
Yeah.
I'm here all week, people.
Yeah, I am. Oof. Is it time yet? No, not even close. Oh my God.
Are we going to make it to their times?
All right, we got a Freaky Friday game. This ought to scare the hell out of you at this point.
Everything scares the hell out of me.
This should 100% scare the hell out of you. You have a Freaky Friday game instead of Sunday. You have a Freaky Friday game. You got the Bears coming into your house.
Yep.
If the Bears win, I don't think the internet's going to be able to handle you on Monday.
Probably going to get restricted.
Restricted? My God, I think they're going to disconnect your internet at your house.
I'm going to lose my 3rd Facebook page.
They're going to go, don't let this guy out. Hell, you may not make it to Tuesday next week.
So if you guys don't see me on here next Tuesday, you know why.
Oh. You're still sitting number 1. I'll ask you the question. Is this a must-win game for you?
In terms of conference and seeding purposes, yes, because the Bears are right on our ass. The Rams continue to win, so, I mean...
The Rams jumped you already. They're in first place.
Yes, but if there is somewhat of a tie, we own the tiebreaker because we beat them earlier in the season. So that's what I'm saying.
Oh, they got a full game on your ass.
I understand that, but if the Rams find a way to lose a game or two, and if we get to a tie with them, I'm saying we own the tiebreaker. So as long as we stay in striking distance, we're fine. But must win, I don't think it's like a desperate must win, but you have to come out on Friday and you have to look better. If that team doesn't come out after what happened in Dallas and say, we are going to beat the living shit out of Chicago no matter what, then I don't know what. Then this team's got a broken mentality because there is not one player in that locker room that should be happy with what happened on Sunday. They should come out and they better play some of their best football because this home crowd is going to let them hear it if they don't.
My God, yeah, you and the Bears have the same identical record at 8-3.
Told you.
Ouch. That would put you playing the Packers. Yeah.
Lovely.
Well, the Seahawks would have to go play the Buccaneers, which I think at this point would be just an easy obliteration. And I do mean a serious, easy obliteration. But we know that no matter what, the Lions, it's a must-win game for them because they're on the bubble. They're on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
And if Tampa keeps losing and Carolina actually starts winning, whew, that NFC South division is going to look ugly. All right, on to Sunday.
Just do
it. Again, I already mentioned about San Fran at Cleveland. Yeah, this is one of those games that, yep, Cleveland could do it. And the weather is crappy, and we'll see who's got the better line for sure. Jacksonville at Tennessee.
Give me them Jags.
Jags are favored by 6.5, Sam. I don't know about that. 6.5 spread? That's crazy.
6.5, you said?
Yeah.
That's a big line.
Yes, it is. Next game up. Okay. This is Jekyll and Hyde crap here. I'm sorry. The Texans were in the tank. All of a sudden, they beat Buffalo. They're beating big teams. I'm going, wait a minute. What the hell's going on here?
I can tell you what's going on. You want me to tell you?
Because I remember we were having the conversation about one Mr. Tunsil not being on that offensive line, and Houston's offense was just garbage. And all of a sudden, were they, a little pissed at us because we were ripping them?
Well, Davis Mills playing better than CJ Stroud is not a good look. But offensive line, bad. Run game, awful. Health of their pass catching options, oh, good Lord. But why are they 6-5?
Defense.
They have the best mother effing defense in football, like I said last night. You got Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter chasing down your quarterback every other play. And if you are lucky enough to throw the football into their secondary, it's probably getting picked off by Derek Stingley or Kamari Lassiter or Kalen Bullock or Jalen Petrie. Pick your freaking poison.
Which is why I'm going to go Houston over Indy. Yes, I understand it's at home. Yes, I understand the boss lady will be on the sideline. But I think the boss lady is going to have a little powwow after this one goes down.
Yeah.
The Saints are at Miami. Miami's coming off a bye week. Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy cakewalk for Miami. The other, I got to change the background for this. Sam, we haven't gotten to use this one yet. We ain't been able to use it yet. We finally got to use it. We've got our PIG. All righty. The Atlanta Falcons against the New York Jets. Also in crappy weather. Again, I'll take Bijan Robinson all day and twice on Sunday. Thank you.
That and Tyrod Taylor will be running for his life against Jalen Walker and James Pierce.
Arizona at Tampa Bay. Again, I suspect Baker Mayfield out. I do not expect him to play. However, some good news for the Buck fans and yours truly. One Mr. Bucky Irving is practicing all week and is expected to play on Sunday. So Tampa's running game is returning, ladies and gents. And for all you fantasy dudes, you're welcome for the update.
How awesome is it that there's a guy on the Tampa Bay Bucks named Bucky Irving? Like, that's just the most awesome football thing ever.
Yep, that is the coolest
So
thing.
this is going to be the battle of Jacoby Brissett and Teddy Bridgewater. This should be entertaining.
And at the rate Teddy just jumps in and goes, I'm going to turn around and take Tampa Bay. Thank you very much.
Jacoby Brissett, over or under 45 pass attempts?
Over.
I'm smashing the over.
Yeah, I'm taking the over big time. I'm
smashing the over harder than Vince McMahon did with a WWE Divas locker room.
Wow. Moving right along to the Rams. Oh, wow.
I broke you, didn't I?
Vince McMahon, Rams. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Come on, guys.
Well played, Sam.
Staples number, by the way.
I was gonna say ramming into Carolina, and you mentioned the Vince McMahon thing. It was like,
no, I'm doing that one.
Nope. Yeah. The Rams are favored by 10.5. Yes, please and thank you. The Rams all day long. Seattle, Minnesota at Seattle.
Dude, JJ's gonna. All right, again, JJ McCarthy over under 3 interceptions.
It's in Seattle. I'll take the over. 12th man. 12th man. Psh, yes. Oh yes.
He may throw a couple picks into the 12th man.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yes, taking Seattle. Here's the head scratcher. Buffalo at Pittsburgh. Oh, I got pizza brought in. Would you look at that? Thanks, Cal.
Damn you, George.
The little one?
Yeah, it broke. Sorry. Buffalo at Pittsburgh. I don't know. I don't know, Sam. Buffalo sucks so bad right now, and so does Pittsburgh. I don't even know how to call this.
I really go Buffalo. I'm not sure how healthy Aaron Rodgers is or will be for this game. It sounds like he's going to play, so I'll go Buffalo because I have no idea how healthy he's going to be.
The one thing that I was happy to see last week with Pittsburgh, DK Metcalf scoring more than 2 fantasy points. I'll be damned.
There you go.
Not just more than 2, but he got 11, Sam. 11.
Oh, man.
He actually had a productive week since he's been in Pittsburgh. It's his first productive week. I dropped him in the other 2 leagues because I was like, yeah, he ain't going to see the light of day. Mason Rudolph went, oh no, that's my lifeline. Thank you very much. Yeah. It's tough. Buffalo's got the 3.5. I'm going to take Buffalo. Next up, SoFi Stadium is going to they're having just tons of fun. Butt whooping weeks. The Chargers get Vegas.
Khalil Mack smashed the over on 2.5 sacks.
Oh, isn't this payback for Mr. Khalil Mack too, by the way?
I feel like he's already gotten payback on them like 12 times, but sure, we can say that. Just like how Linda McMahon got revenge on Vince for all those women. I'm sorry. Anyway, football. Sorry. Huh?
Wow.
What?
Wow. Listen, I said it earlier. There is nothing wrong with Geno Smith. There is nothing wrong with Pete Carroll. Tyler Lockett was in rhythm with Geno on Sunday. I was thrilled as all get out to see it. Geno needs 3 seconds, guys. You weren't even giving him 2. They need an
pretty much.
They need an offensive line. Genty is sitting there going, dude, you can run me too. Pete, listen, bro. Run the damn ball. Didn't you learn in Seattle with Marshawn? Hello, run the damn ball.
It also doesn't help that their 2 best offensive linemen, Colton Miller and Jackson Powers Johnson, are both on injured reserve too.
But they were still having some success with running the damn ball. They can't pass block worth a damn, but they can run block worth everything. So run the damn ball.
Yeah.
All right. Denver going into Washington. Debo's back this week. I'd love to turn around and say that Washington's got a snowball's chance. The weather, again, not too favorable. But it is Denver. It is Washington. I think the 6.5 is a little much on Denver. I would have dropped it at least by half. The over-under, of course, is sitting at 43, which definitely makes me think it's going to be a running game. But Washington is in a big of a pinch. I think Jaden Daniels being out is the smart thing at this point.
I don't see what bringing him back benefits them.
I think they rushed him back when he came back to play. I think he was rushed back. And that should be a major no-no. So, yeah, taking Denver. And then, good God, Monday Night Football? Seriously? Is Jackson Dart playing this week?
Unless he headbutts Cam Scattaboo in a meeting and then concusses himself for the 5th time. I guess we have to wait and see if he's cleared the protocol. I'm assuming he hasn't been officially cleared yet because they haven't gotten back into the facility till tomorrow. So we have to wait because that's why he wasn't there on Sunday, because he didn't clear it. So I don't know if he has, and if he just didn't clear it in time. We'll have to wait and see.
If Jackson Dart clears protocol tomorrow, expect that 7.5 to change pretty damn quick.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. For sure. Although, look, let's not discount Mr. Winston. Because, my God, man, what ballsy play you had to pull off to throw a touchdown pass to Winston. And the Lions defense just let it happen.
I don't know who that guy defending him was. Easily cut. Instant cut. Come on. But man, Jameis is a baller, man. Just goes out there, has fun, does his thing, quietly puts up a decent day. He's gonna make a great New York Jet next season. Look, you got to get the vibes going somewhere, man. You got to get the vibes on all the bad teams.
I still think Justin Fields is the right guy in the Jets locker room. Again, they need an offensive line.
They need a lot.
They need a lot. And they need an offensive line. So with that being said, at the current rate it's standing, I'll take New England at home. If Dart gets in there, I might have to think about it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I am not around tomorrow on TAB. Justin is solo, like for real, totally solo. So catch up with him tomorrow on Talking About Balls with his opinion on the Browns and the whole total picks for us on that show. All right, Sam, it's time to check out. Oh, I forgot. We got the come on. No, we don't want MLB. It's not what I asked for.
Hey, man, the hot stove's heating up. Moves are being made. Josh Naylor back to the Mariners. Mets traded Brandon Nimmo for Marcus Semien. Red Sox traded for Sonny Gray this afternoon. Let's go heating up early.
Here's our wonderful playoff rankings.
Yeah, wonderful as in what?
It's interesting that you see an independent who totally waxed Syracuse 70-7, just sitting, didn't go up or down, and still sitting in the 9th spot.
You know, I can understand one thing with Bruiser's frustration with this. How does Texas lose to the best team in the entire country in the first week of the season, and they've been penalized heavily for it all season? Meanwhile, Notre Dame played 2 ranked opponents in the first 2 weeks, lost both games, and they're still somehow a top 10 team. And oh my God, please do not count you. Please do not give me USC as a ranked win. Please knock it off.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Lincoln Riley's been a ranked win for the entire country over the past 5 years.
Well, we know that. Where is our? Oh, where's the bracket?
It's bracketing.
There's our bracket. And we know this will change at least one more time.
Mostly when we have a new number 1 team in the country.
What's that?
No, I said on.
What's that? Yeah, Bruiser's like, oh, Ohio State's going to lose back-to-back. Okay.
Well, what is he saying? They're going to lose to? Is he saying they're going to lose to Michigan and then lose to Indiana?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You notice Bama's back in the picture again.
Of course they are.
If they were to play Ole Miss right now, they'd get waxed. I think they would totally get waxed. And then, heck, whoever comes out of that one, they're going to lose to Indiana anyway. If it played out right now, you think Notre Dame upsets Ohio State?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I don't think that's even. What were you going to say?
If it stayed this way right now, does Notre Dame upset Ohio State?
No.
Do you see any upsets in the quarterfinals if you had to pull any of them out?
Tulane. Is that top one? That's Tulane, Texas Tech, right?
Yeah.
Texas Tech's defensive front seven is going to destroy Tulane. Notre Dame, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's offense has struggled against good teams this year, so I don't know if they could beat Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame actually may have the one up on them. Plus, they have not been the same since John Matier came back from his injury. Bama, Ole Miss. I could see Bama winning that game. However, if Bama can't run the football, they're one-dimensional and they're screwed. Honestly, I know this is going to sound stupid. I could see the Miami upsetting Oregon. Carson Beck has looked really good over the past few weeks again. He had a little bit of a struggle there for a while, but he's played really well these past few weeks. And I understand they've been winning. Oregon doesn't look like the scary team that they did early in the season to me. Now, they've got like 3 wide receivers hurt, but they don't look like the same team to me early in the season. Like, they've been winning, but ever since that Indiana game, something just has seemed off with them. I could see Miami upsetting them. But outside of that, I don't know.
Well, if Michigan beats Ohio State this week, that will screw this bracket up royally.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And, of course, they're going to make a big argument about how Michigan should be in this.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Does Tulane, if that happens, right? If they beat Ohio State, does Tulane deserve to be in there over Michigan? Absolutely not. I still don't like the participation trophy crap with this. I don't like that conference leaders just get in on a whim.
I was going to say 11 and 12, you have no choice. The 11 and 12, you have zero choice. They don't. Michigan would have to be 10.
I know, but that's my point, though. That's why I'm saying that the bracket is stupid, because I don't care who the ACC leader is. I don't care who the Big 12 or whatever other conference leader there is. If you are not one of the 12 best teams in college football, you shouldn't get in. That's the only tweak to this thing that needs to be done. The best 12 teams in college football have to get in, not the 12 that got teams leading their conference, because half the conferences don't even matter anymore because it's basically run by the SEC and the freaking Big Ten. And for them to say, oh, we don't want it to be like that, it basically is already. Because guess what? The ACC and the other conferences that you're allowing to come in here are waxed in the first round. This has to go. The only change I still want this bracket to be made is that it needs to be the best 12 teams. I don't care if it's 6 Big Ten, 6 SEC. It has to be the 12 best teams in college football.
Well, there's a lot on the line here.
Oh, absolutely. It's a big weekend coming up.
Bigger than normal.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we got some action going on right now. Live over on ESPN2.
Oh, yeah.
Navy at Memphis on Thanksgiving. Utah will play Kansas and may have the opportunity to also jump into the disaster if they blow Kansas out. Utah is favored by 11.5.
Yeah.
So that could royally screw things up. Of course, also on Friday, Indiana will play Purdue. Texas A&M plays Texas. Arizona and Arizona State also play. Texas Tech does get West Virginia. Texas Tech favored by 24.5. I wouldn't even sneeze about that one. Miami, interesting that the line is only by 6.5 over Pitt. Very interesting.
It's tough, man.
Oh, and
David's
Georgia Tech. Georgia is favored by 13.5 against Georgia Tech. That could get a little dicey.
It could.
That could get a little dicey. Let's see. Did they knock up any other? Where's the other rest of the ranks? Where did up there? Where? 6 was Where did 6 go? Where did our number 6 go?
It went missing.
Oh, they are. Oh, I had to go to the later, way down this list. Oregon is only a 6.5 favorite because they are going to play at Washington.
Washington's got a solid team.
Oklahoma 10.5 favored over LSU. I don't know about them apples.
Yeah, I know LSU is,
Sam, the over-under is 36.5. That's lower than the Browns game.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You don't see a college football game over-under that low.
No, not at all.
What in the blue hell does Vegas know that we don't? Because
good question.
Oh, wow. I mean, the Minnesota game is 37.5. Minnesota and Wisconsin, it's only a 1.5 point. It's basically pick 'em. Wow. Vanderbilt gets Tennessee. They got Tennessee by 3.5, and they're over under 65.5. That's more like it.
Yeah.
Give me the 50s and 60s as my over under. What the hell's this 30 something? Very questionable.
Like you said, what do they know?
Yeah. Alabama at Auburn. Alabama only favored by 6.5, and they're at 46.5. Another low scoring over under. That's a very interesting. Looks like USC and UCLA. USC by 21.5. Looking to romp all over UCLA. No biggie. Notre Dame gets Stanford. Notre Dame favored by 32.5. My God, man. 32.5. And the over-under is only 51.5. Sam, apparently they're not expecting Stanford to score that much, like almost at all.
Not a surprise.
And my favorite, a Hawaii game. Hawaii favored at home, 8.5 against Wyoming for your 11 o'clock in the evening, Saturday night. So we got all the usual suspects for the rivalries. Left, right, and center. With a couple sneaky games in here on your Thanksgiving. But generally, I know Friday and Saturday are the big college days. And leaving Sunday for, oh, by the way, folks, the Ohio State-Michigan game, it says 12 o'clock here. Fox has turned around and informed everybody that the actual kickoff time will not be at noon. It will be at 12:14 p.m. So while everybody else has had halfway through their first quarter, for some stupid reason with Fox, they can't get their act together. They already have to have a 15-minute delay. You're welcome. Not sure the why, but whatever. It's just very interesting that, yes, you do not get a 12 o'clock kickoff. Sorry. Not sorry. So again, until that gets squared up, darn it, I did not want to close that off. Sorry, I closed that off just a tad bit too soon. Because I needed to get, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. NBA, Sam.
What's that?
NBA, buddy.
NBA. What the?
What the hell? Yeah, NBA freaking A. Hello.
I'm watching the Sixers get blown up by 30. You want me to talk about basketball?
Yeah, because I'm doing a head scratcher and going, wait a minute. The team that sucked super donkey balls last year and was almost in last place is sitting in first place at 15-2. Who the hell are these Detroit Pistons? And where did they come from?
Cade Cunningham is playing like a number one overall pick, and Jalen Duran has taken that next leap. What Detroit's biggest thing was, they've got good role players. They got Tobias Harris, they've got Jackson, they got Jaden Ivey, they have Duncan Robinson. They needed somebody to take that next leap and be that secondary star. I'm actually doing a YouTube short about this on Thursday. They needed someone to come in and be that second scoring option opposite of Cade Cunningham. Durant is averaging 20 and 12. Appropriate. Look who pops in as I'm talking about this. And that's why the Pistons are what they're doing. They are playing well defensively. They score the ball with the best of them, and Durant has helped. It's one of the best combinations to have in the NBA offensively is a point guard and a center.
Yeah.
And that's why they're 15-2.
Yeah, these Detroit Pistons, it's hello. Didn't see them coming anywhere at all. I'm just like, mind blown. Like, what?
I'm going to throw one word at you. Healthy.
Touche.
Makes a huge difference.
Difference. Yeah. But
Jaden
Zolt,
Ivey playing yet?
I was
I don't
not
think
even
so.
expecting that.
Right.
I'm not expecting that. That is amazing.
When good players, a superstar and a half at the top, good role players, and one hell of a coach that can just put it all together. And ain't nobody here saying they're going to finish the season with like 6 losses.
No,
But
but this is a great start.
Yeah. And to be fair, though, we're a little jaded right now because this is how the Tigers kind of started.
Wow. Ooh, yeah.
So
they
we're
don't
just-
want you talking about that.
We're just going to let it ride out. And let this whole thing play out.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, because my other concern was, holy crap, the Milwaukee Bucks are 8-10. I'm
Right.
like,
Wait.
Okay.
I have 2 words to tell you why the Bucks are 8-10. Doc Rivers. And if you would like to, it's funny. I've never seen. You know how every actor has an understudy? If you would like to see the understudy of Doc Rivers, all you have to do is take a small little drive out here to Philadelphia. Nick Nurse.
Okay. OKC is still OKC.
I can see that.
Wow, even Zolt is shaking his head at that one.
That was bad.
I've been up since 4 a.m., okay? I'm trying to keep
Bad.
the mood here, okay? Damn it.
Okay. Let's flip this quickly.
Real life, you ain't gotta like it.
The hell was that?
That is our new little segue intro to our new segment of section of the show that will be on about the reels, specifically one in particular that you've got posted up behind you, my friend.
I just wanted the picture of the arrow pointing at Juwan Jennings' groin.
Yeah. So
You're welcome.
Yeah. For those who don't know what we're talking about,
Let us demonstrate. George, come here.
Come on.
Even got the cartoon hop out of it.
That's my boy. And
What's wrong with a little game of cup check?
Cup check is an understatement.
This isn't even football anymore.
No, that is not football. That
No.
I'm shocked the NFL hasn't come out and said, okay, here's the fine, here's the game suspension.
He got suspended for a game.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he
I did not. Okay,
I saw that, I think, this afternoon.
I was going to say
He
I'm
was
a
suspended.
little behind on that. So he did get a game.
Yes,
Yes.
he did.
Okay. Yeah.
Ironically,
Damn.
it was Trayvon Morag, right, that did it?
Yes.
Ex-Raider. What a shock. You can look. You could listen. You could take the Raiders out of Oakland, but you can't take Oakland out of the Raiders.
That's right.
Yeah, that's just a little uncalled for. Next up, hey Dion. Yes, there's a fine, dude. There's a fine.
I love it. I want to see the kids rush the field. I absolutely love it. I mean, hats off to our security team. They did a good job ushering me in. But I love to see it. I really do.
Any worry about fine?
Is it a fine for rushing the field? Yes, sir. What is it? 50 what? For rushing the field? I just $50 for rushing the field.
Yeah.
Who made that a rule? Excuse me? That ain't right. I mean, these kids. Well, we have $50, right? Yeah. Chip in. Let's chip in. That's how it was when I grew up. You know, we going somewhere back when you get in the car from gas, you got to chip in. Yeah. Okay.
I was like, wow.
First
Chip
off,
in.
That's funny
Chip
as
in.
hell. That ain't gonna lie. That's funny as hell.
It was hilarious.
Secondly, for rushing the field, yeah, and it's all fun and games until the fans rush the field and somebody on the other team gets stabbed.
Or the fans get knocked the hell out.
Exactly. So yeah, there's a reason why it's there. And yeah, if there's a fine, yeah, ask Tennessee. Because as I recall, they got hammered that night when the goalpost took a swim.
Mm-hmm. But yes, I thought that this definitely had to make this segment tonight because that was hilarious. It truly was. I just, he's a 50 what? But the best part, hey, everybody chip in.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, get
Let's
that
go.
NIL, get those NIL kids to chip in on it. That's right.
High school ones?
Get some cash back on that.
Cash back rewards on your NIL money.
Sam, your thoughts on that?
I got nothing on this. This is hilarious. This is unbelievable.
Yeah,
Nothing.
like I said, this is, I had a couple of these set up for today. I was like, you know what? Got this. We're just going to call that segment what it is. And yeah, I mean, this is great. Just a couple of vids that didn't expect to come down the pipeline today. And it's like, yep, here we go. We got a couple. Dion definitely, he definitely wins for this week's entertainment reel. He gets the real award of the week. Oh my gosh. Too funny. Way too funny. My bad. Go back to our other layout. That is what I had for that segment, though. I knew that you guys would definitely get a kick out of that. But my God, man, you punch a guy in his junk. There has to be some credibility questions at this point. Sam, you were talking about the guy who had to sit there and cover Jameis Winston on that touchdown run, and it would be instant cut him. I'm shocked that Carolina didn't lay a hammer down on this dude.
Well, he signed a 4-year, $48 million deal in free agency. Then dead cap numbers may beg to differ. That's like for all the That's like for all the idiots in Philly. That's like, oh, AJ Brown's getting traded after the season. He's got like $40 million dead cap hits for the next 2 years. So shut up.
Yeah, it's a little pricey.
It's not happening.
Well, I was gonna say, one punch, two balls, double the fine.
it's a shame that that camera angle that you had only had from like chest down, because I wanted to see how, when he rocked backward, his eyes stayed in place and then zoomed back into his head.
Interesting. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
Hilarity and hijinks. That's what we're here for.
For sure. And so, how was your week, Mr. Zolt? I'm sure you had to be sweating it a little bit on Sunday to see that the Lions needed overtime against the Giants, because I sure as hell wasn't expecting it. In fact, I
No.
think I took the points and lost my butt because of it.
I mean, every team has pride, Giants were definitely feeling it that game. I mean, no doubt about it. And with guys like Terry and Arnold not being there, it doesn't help. That secondary just has not really been healthy all year. So, pretty sure Arnold is coming off concussion protocol before Thursday. So we'll see how that goes. And other than that, especially that first half O line. That O line needs to figure stuff out. They need to figure out sooner than halftime every game.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, it's you need to protect Goff, because I'm sorry, Goff, he's not a pylon, but he's not much more mobile. So you need to at least give him more than 2 seconds to set up. Otherwise, just give the ball to Gibbs every play.
Yeah, I'm shocked we weren't talking about a new rushing record. I thought for sure he'd run all the way back to Detroit and just say, look, I'm going to take a few hundred more yards while I'm at it. You know?
There's always Thursday.
Right. Well, we already discussed a lot of the upcoming schedule, both pro and college already. I do apologize. I did still have the in fact, Sam was like, what in the hell is this? And I went, well, this is the original overlay that we've had for the past 7 years or so. It's one of my earlier pieces that I still do have up there. I think it's probably the last on the only overlay I actually have left. Since we no longer use the that one piece of software for it, since we don't need a lot of the overlay any further, since StreamYard has other options. But we've even gone over the new bracket. It's like, okay, yeah, that's going to change again. So It's like, why bother? It's pretty much the bracket stuff at this point. Don't really give a damn for another 2 more weeks. Once all the rivalry weeks are done, the playoff weeks are done, and Army-Navy game is over, and we'll know who's going to play when, and then we'll focus on the bracket. But it's kind of like, the NFL playoffs. It's like, okay, well, these guys are ranked for this, and it's like, well, the end of the season is week 18. We'll figure it all out once week 18 happens, and then we'll talk about the playoff picture. I mean, there's still 2 more weeks of football to go in that aspect, and it's like, okay, well, it is what it is.
And honestly, I'm here. I might as well give my 2 cents real fast on the game.
Yes, please do. Please do.
I'm not going to go super in depth into it. I mean, I'm just going to say this, and feel free, record it, put it on the VOD. I'm okay with that. Ohio State is the better team. They're number 1 for a reason. Okay? I'm saying that straight up. If Ryan Day attempts to do what he did last year and play our game, beat us at our game, the same thing is going to happen.
I do not disagree at all. I agree with you totally.
I do not give Michigan even money chance to win this game. I give them maybe a 30% chance to win this game. However, should they win this game, they won't win the conference championship. So I know people are, well, this moves them up into the top 12. Yeah, but losing the conference championship is going to bounce you back out.
Well, I was going to say they've already we were already talking a little bit of, okay, if Ohio State loses, how far technically does the drop happen? But with all it's like, yeah, they get up to 12, but the problem is 11 and 12 are reserved.
Yeah.
Those are reserved now. So it's like,
Right.
you're
Which I
in,
still
but you're
hate.
not. You're
Right.
in, but you're not in.
Like I said, I understand what they're trying to do with it. Can we just make this real simple? Can we, again, I'm going to say it again. Can we just make the fucking thing just the best 12 teams get in? I don't care about conferences. First of all, I talked about some of these conferences are too damn big.
Yeah, we brought that up. That
The
was our
big,
big thing earlier. I asked Sam, I said, it's everything else is watered down. I said Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, and it was Wisconsin. Those were generally kind of your big four that have been floating around.
Right.
This year, ironically, you switch out Wisconsin, you put in Indiana. Michigan State has been so lackluster, they haven't been able to get back to being one of the top in the conversation. And then Sam brought up about Oregon and
USC.
Everything else, Dave, I said it's watered down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the whole thing, and it doesn't matter. SEC, same thing. You got your top 2 or 3. Everybody else is watered out. Everybody's washed out. You've combined all these Power Fives, but all you've done is you've watered down the product.
I mean, this has been going on for a decade now. Just with the conference moves, teams going wherever they need to. Well, who was it? The Maryland coach that was complaining that he lost to NIL when Michigan beat him.
But Maryland isn't a football school. See, and that's the other thing I mentioned to Sam. When you think Maryland and Rutgers, it's basketball. You don't think of them as football.
Right.
They're basketball schools.
Right.
Iowa, basketball school. A little bit of football, but primarily basketball.
Yeah. I was going to say, Iowa's a pretty respected football program.
Yeah, it's in that mid-level. I'm not saying they're kind of like in card grading. They're not superstars. They're stars. And then there's just the trash. But they're like the star mid-level. Nothing super fantastic, but primarily more a basketball school. Michigan State, basketball. I rarely figure Michigan State for football. It's once every 9 years. Whoop, there's a green guy, and then he goes away.
They're not quite on the Northwestern schedule. The Northwestern schedule of every 4th year they do something.
Right.
It's more of, like you said, every 9th, every 10 year, they will put a string together of like 3 seasons where they're really impressive and they're threatening. And then they just fall off the wagon again.
Yep, it's back.
And then they hire Mel Tucker, and he gets sued.
Or you could be us and not have a coach.
Touche.
Or, have a coach that you can't afford to fire like they do now.
But that's just the thing, is there is just too much it's almost like you need to have almost a separate division. I mean, you might as well call it, you got Division 1, you got Division 1A, double A. I mean, start separating it, because I mean, I'm sorry, but I'll use this as the example. Back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, how many bowl games were there, Zolt? There was a small handful.
Yeah.
Today, there's 38, 39. Maybe there might even be more than that at the moment. There were never that many bowl games. And you were always looking forward to the Big 8. Everything has gotten so money oriented right now. It's become a corporate farce. And it's like, I'm sorry, you want these schools and all this NIL money, and you got all these businesses just dishing the cash. Well, guess what? Dish the cash and start helping paying for the NIL money. Yes, no, maybe.
I'm pretty sure the businesses already pay for the NIL money. I mean, we've always been talked about it. They're moving towards the big two conferences. And the question really becomes, what exactly does that mean? Are you going to ditch the schools that can't keep up? And, when you raid the ACC, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where everything lands, as it always is. It's just a matter of time, I think, because this is just the direction we're headed. It's going two major conferences. Call it division. I don't know. Division 0. You could have Division 0, everybody else in Division 1, and then you got Division 1A. It's just very, I don't know, it feels fast, but it actually was a fairly slow process, just continuously working its way there.
Yeah. Could you imagine, though, if one day after he gets fired from Penn State and he finally gets away from Ohio State, and then James Franklin just walks into his office at Virginia Tech? James, we got good news. Really? What's that? We're joining the Big Ten.
Perfect.
And I quit.
Right.
Deuces. I'm outie. So what else do you have for us, sir?
Oh, me? Well, I don't know. Y'all like expecting something or what?
Well, we know you've always got the tons of fun.
I do. Well, I got two to choose from. Hell, we
Okay.
might be able to do both. You never know.
Okay.
So, do you want? Here's your choices. Do you want AP, or do you want hot dog?
Sam, go ahead. I'll let you pick.
No, you're picking. I've been up since 4 a.m.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm down.
I like hot dogs. I'm
Yeah.
good with hot dogs.
You want the hot dogs?
Yeah, I'm
We can
good
do
with
the
hot
dogs.
dogs.
All right, let's get this in order here. I literally have been racking my brain the last 15 minutes figuring out what is wrong here. And I have figured it out. And what is wrong is not my fault.
Okay.
NFL price of a hot dog per stadium.
Oh, good Lord.
Now, what is wrong here? There's only 31 listed. And the reason for that is there's only 31 on the answer key. So either
So
side,
who's
I
so
mean,
who
either
the hell's
I
missing?
don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it
I
out.
guess
as we
we'll
go.
figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out once we get there.
Who's a
And-
bunch of vegans, huh?
First, yeah, that's the only
Right.
other explanation is that
Is they
somebody's
don't
not on there
have
because
it.
they don't sell it. But first off, 11.25, you can go to hell.
Vegas. Gotta be Vegas.
Hang on. Let me pull up the cheat sheet. It's not Vegas though.
It's not Vegas.
It's not.
Super.
I'm trying to think back to the one we did about when it was
About the
about
beer?
beer. I'm trying to
beer?
think. Oh,
Right.
thank God, Bruiser's here.
Price of a hot dog.
11.25 has got to be Chicago.
It is not Chicago.
Ooh.
It's not Los
I mean-
Angeles, is it?
It is not. In fact, I was kind of surprised at who it is. It's AFC.
Oh.
Division.
1 second here. It's been a long day.
It's
We just
AFC.
got back from the grocery store.
Okay. It is. So AFC, and I'm looking at NFC. It is AFC East.
Buffalo.
New England?
New York?
We just want to name the fourth one. Since we've named
Wow.
three
Is
more.
it really Miami?
No, we got it. I
Oh,
just
okay.
wanted, since we were doing.
Is Buffalo?
What?
Yeah.
Buffalo?
11 and well, they're
Really?
already
Blue
drunk by
collar?
the time they get in.
You know what I
Damn.
hate? You know what? That makes me sick. Those fans will come out and help those bastards shovel out snow, and
Nope,
that's how much
nope.
they charge for hot dogs. They
Right,
should be
no
a
kidding.
freaking shame to themselves.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I was gonna say, I guess they gotta pay for that new stadium somehow. Jesus.
It's all the chunks of the table and the hot dogs that they got to pay for.
Oh man.
Now,
Oh,
the
when we
rest,
finish
the rest
this
of the,
exercise, boys, I have some news,
oh, okay.
but I'm going to hold on till it's
Okay.
personal news. But I'm going to
Okay.
hold on till we finish this fill in the blank.
All right. Let me just say that the rest of the top of this list, you're probably most of it makes sense. That top one was a little out there, but I
Yeah.
think we can nail the top of this list.
That
I
10
think it has to be here.
is
Vegas,
that 1026? Is that Dallas?
1026 is not Dallas. However, I believe
We've
it is.
mentioned Vegas.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
$10 dog is still gotta be Dallas.
Okay, there are two of them, and neither one is Dallas.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
Is
Is one of
New
them
York?
Los Angeles?
Could you be more specific?
Well, it's
The same stadium.
How about
same
this?
stadium.
How about this? Yes, we go Rams, and we will go Chargers.
Okay. Now that made sense. Yeah, that totally made sense.
What the?
Huh.
So, I'm
Did
so
George write this?
No. Wow.
Go on, Bruiser.
Wow.
oh shit.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Glad to see we're all in the holiday spirit.
Ooh. Ooh.
Don't threaten me with a good time, sir.
If he disappears, my hands are off the keyboard. I am not in control of the board.
Oh boy!
You
know
know,
what?
it's
I wanna
not me
start at-
kicking you off.
I want to start at the other end, the $2 hot dog.
Okay, $2 hot dogs.
Who's got a cheap dog? It's not Cleveland, that's for damn sure.
Is
I
it the
feel like
Falcons?
that's Green Bay.
Sam, how in the
Wow. Wow, seriously, the Falcons in the Mercedes-Benz dog.
They have been known for they have hit damn very good prices on some foods. That's why it's a
They have-
shot.
George, they have Chick-fil-A in that stadium. That's why the hot dogs are cheap.
Oh,
Nobody's buying
that's-
hot dogs.
That makes total sense now.
Could you imagine going there for a game and saying, "You some bitches have a Chick-fil-A on a Sunday, but I still got to pay a premium for hot dog"? Fuck that.
They don't have Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's not open on a Sunday in the stadium.
That's my point. Can you imagine going there, having Chick-fil-A close, and still having to pay like some of these prices for hot dogs? That's why they got to keep them cheap. They got to keep people happy.
This is so weird.
I think Cleveland is the $4.98.
Lower.
$3.49 for Cleveland.
Lower.
Wow. All right, Bob.
What?
At least one thing is cheap.
Is the $6.30? Is that the Jets and the Giants?
It is not.
So it must be the 656.
It is. They're not the 656 either.
They
There's
don't have the six. Are they the eight? Are they the
850? I was gonna say
There
the
we
only
go.
other double is wow.
That's New York, man.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Sort of.
not. It's New Jersey.
Sort of. It's sort of New York.
Is New Orleans the 498 then?
No, they're higher.
If you go to make
Wow,
your own
rotten
strawberry
bastards.
it only takes a little bit of syrup. Do a little bit at a time.
Is Green Bay on the left or the right side?
Green Bay's on the right-hand side.
I was gonna say they should be on the right. I think Cincinnati is too. Cincinnati 604.
Bengals are on the left-hand side.
What?
Oh yeah.
What?
Is
I was
Green
gonna
Bay?
George, they got to pay for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins somehow.
Shoot, I didn't think about that. I was gonna say because I was in Cincinnati a while back and it wasn't that much.
Is Green Bay one of the $5 dogs?
No, they are not a $5 dog. They are more expensive.
Are they Are they 630?
No, they're less than 630.
Okay, so they 599.
The 604.
Packers are the 537.
537.
That's not bad. Okay, look,
Not bad. That ain't bad.
I would pay $5. That is a reasonable price
For a stadium dog.
For a stadium dog, yeah.
Better have onions and mustard though.
Right.
That is my complaint about most baseball stadiums now.
Yeah, no. But you barely get the mustard. But yeah, there's never onions in Cleveland. Actually, there aren't in Detroit either. In Detroit,
do you know why
there aren't
either. Do you know why there aren't any onions in Cleveland for the Cleveland dog? Somebody had an allergic reaction once, so they got rid of all of them at the stadium.
I was going to say there's no onions because they're only $3.41. You can't afford the onions.
I'm talking about at Progressive Field at the.
Okay, I got you.
The $6.04, the Eagles.
It is not.
I was gonna say, Sam, you've been to Lincoln Financial.
They're fucking pricey, dude.
Eagles are higher.
I was gonna say.
Told you.
Yeah.
Have you seen Sam? He's pre-gaming before he goes in. He can't afford to feed himself at the Eagles Stadium.
I don't feed myself at the link. I ain't fucking spend that kind of money. You out of your mind?
It's like feeding a small army just to feed Sam at the stadium. You put Tyler and Sam at the stadium, some little guy comes running out and goes, "All you can eat, not you eat all."
Wow, Tyler ain't here to defend himself either. Damn.
These hands are rated E for everybody.
Sam, were you ready to guess something?
Are the Eagles the 709?
Eagles are less than 709.
Okay.
Are the Eagles 656?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
All right.
I'll go
Are the
$9 for Chicago, please.
$9 Chicago dog. They're less than $9.
Oh,
They are
Are
on the
the-
left-hand side.
For $8.99.
Commanders. Hold on.
There.
Are the Commanders on the left or the
Okay.
right hand side?
Oh, definitely the left.
Oh, the left all the way.
As
Yeah,
we discussed
absolutely.
with the beer.
I was going to say, we remember the beer.
We're still in Dan Snyder.
Yeah.
Are the Commanders the $9 dog?
The Commanders are not the $9 dog. However, they are the $8.99.
$8.99. So Chicago $7.99.
No. We're gonna let's go ahead. The Bears are the $7.86.
$7.86. That's a weird.
So this
Yeah,
is
it's a
average
weird-
price, correct?
It just says price of hot dog at every NFL stadium. I would imagine
I mean, 86 cents is a weird
that is a weird
number.
one.
Like 719, 709, 604.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's got to be average price because if you have like a Coney dog or whatever,
Right. It could
Yeah,
also be a thing
because
like
I
regional
know I've been
taxes.
to
They
the-
took that out, that
sure,
kind of thing.
sure. God, this is just thrilling for anybody watching or listening.
Yeah, I know. It's great.
Not all right. $9 is at the 49ers.
All right,
Yep.
I have
Wow, self-sustaining food stadium, and you're charging up the yin yang, huh?
I have a
California,
suggestion.
man.
Okay, go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah.
If you name the row and the price, you give us the division and the conference.
Okay.
That way it goes a little bit.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'll be here forever.
Yeah, let me go. Give me the 719 dog.
719 is AFC East.
Is that the Patriots?
Uh, 825 Seattle. I remember they
25
were.
is not Seattle. They are NFC South.
Is that New Orleans?
That?
It is
New
not
Orleans?
New Orleans.
Carolina.
Tampa.
349.
Okay, 349 is AFC North.
Bengals.
No. Bengals
Steelers.
are left-hand
Steelers?
column. Is
Oh,
not
Steelers.
the Steelers. Steelers
Ravens.
are also left-hand
Ravens?
column.
Ravens?
Wow.
Shit.
Wow. Okay, we know what stadiums to definitely hit up and be okay to go eat at. Shoot.
Give me one of the $5 dogs.
Sir, this is not a concession stand.
Bruiser, I like the way you asked that, though. That was good. That was really good. Give me a
So
$5 dog.
the $5 dogs are both in the AFC West.
Broncos?
One.
Raiders, the other
Chiefs.
one? No, the Raiders are up on the other side. Chiefs.
Let's go with that 498.
490 is NFC West.
Is
Arizona?
that Seattle?
It's not Seattle. Bruiser, I think you said Arizona, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, where we
For
go?
that stadium, that's not bad.
That ain't bad.
No.
Well,
Considering what the
especially for
49ers
being a
charge.
pro/college stadium. That's
Well, I
not bad
mean-
at all.
Considering it was the first spaceship in the desert before
Yeah,
Las
right.
Vegas built theirs.
Right.
709.
All right. 709 is NFC North.
Minnesota.
You gotta pay $7 and watch JJ McCarthy throw 3 picks a game. Jesus.
Let's go for the $6.30.
Okay. Let's see. We have one AFC, one NFC. We have an NFC South, and we have an AFC. Oh, they're both South. NFC South and AFC South.
Is that is one of those Carolina?
This is not Carolina.
So we've got Atlanta and Tampa on the board.
New Orleans.
So that's New Orleans. Is the AFC South Jacksonville?
It's not Jackson.
No.
Tennessee?
Titans.
That's the nice thing about there being only 4 teams per division. You can kind of rule them out pretty quick.
Dolphins and Jacksonville should be on the left.
Okay. Jacksonville is on the right.
Are they really?
Yeah, that stadium's not that old.
It's still
And
Florida.
Dolphins are on the left.
Yeah, it's still Florida.
Let's go
I'm going to go 693 is the
Jacksonville.
Yeah. I knew they couldn't be that cheap.
What about the $5.99?
$5.99. That is NFC South.
Oh, that's got to be Carolina.
Yeah.
The only one left.
Yeah, right.
604.
604 is AFC South.
Texans?
Is not the Texans.
Colts?
It is the Colts. So many times I forget Indianapolis is in the South.
South, yeah.
The other 656 is, excuse me, AFC South. We literally just named them. Texans, yes.
Remember, we're still looking for the one squad that's
we are looking for, yes, the oddball.
The oddball who's not serving hot dogs.
Apparently.
Wait a minute. There's only 31 teams on here?
Yep.
Yes.
Somebody doesn't serve hot dogs.
They either don't serve hot dogs or they got missed on the answer key.
How do you not serve a hot dog?
I don't know. We'll figure out who it is.
It's an all vegan stadium, man.
When we figure out who the hell it is, we'll
see if it makes sense.
Roll them over the coals.
Watch it beat Detroit.
No, Detroit's on the list.
Oh no, Detroit's got to be the 745.
They're not the 745. They are higher.
All right, what's the
795?
Good.
Bruiser, what was your question? What was your question?
What is the 799?
NFC North.
Is that the Lions?
$8? My God, no wonder.
I guarantee you that was recent too.
I was gonna say Scott and I usually will go eat first before we go out there. Now I know why. Good Lord,
that is the move.
Stay tuned for next week on Dueling Aces when we go over soft pretzel prices in the MLB.
Look, if I find the chart.
All right, $7.95.
Okay, $7.95 is AFC North.
That's the Bungles.
That is not the Bengals.
That's the Steelers.
You got to spell it right. Stiller. Stillers.
My fingers won't do that, sir. They just won't. Okay, so we're missing a NFC and 2 AFC.
Is the Cowboys 750?
The Cowboys are, in fact, 750.
I was already starting to eliminate everybody.
The Seahawks are the team that don't serve hot dogs.
Yes, you are correct.
I was just going to say, we're getting to the Seahawks because I mentioned
Tommy hippie liberals over there in the Pacific Northwest not serving hot dogs.
And you know what? I could see it.
The scary thing is yeah, I could too. They serve sushi instead.
Right.
All right,
Okay,
Sam, are you already looking it up?
A single hot dog at Lumen Field cost $8.70.
Damn. Ooh, puts them above the Jets.
Excuse me for a second.
Ooh, buddy.
Hang on, no, don't want to do that. Bring the XL skills into play. Okay.
Right. Well done, sir. Well done.
Seattle. Fixed.
Well done, sir. Well played.
AFC. Okay, so 745 is AFC. Oh, hang on. I almost AFC. That ain't right. Hold, please. Yeah, AFC North, and then the other one that I just
Bengals.
yes.
Yeah, we know that's the Bengals.
East is 725. What the?
That's Miami.
That is Miami. Fascinating, riveting. This is why you tune in, folks. I'm not
very interesting.
$11.25 for a hot dog.
No, screw that. Jesus. That hot dog in Buffalo better come with a lot of topping.
Everything, yeah.
According to 2025 prices, the most expensive stadium to buy a hot dog and a beer combo at is Lumen Field in Seattle, coming in at $19.98.
Well, that's definitely that IPA beer going through.
SoFi Stadium comes in second at $19.49.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Not surprised there at all.
No,
it ain't even,
not at
dude,
all.
it ain't even IPA. It's craft, and they brew it at the stadium.
The cheapest is Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta for $7.49. You can get a beer and a hot dog.
Shoot, you can get it. Wow, that's cheaper than at some restaurants.
Listen, let's go to a Falcons game and just get blitzed.
I was at the original at the
Okay,
Georgia.
we could do that, but Bruiser's paying for George.
Why? He knows I'm allergic to beer, so it'd be pretty damn cheap.
Yeah, I'll pay for George. That's fine.
He knows it's real cheap.
$2 dogs all day.
I'm gonna hand
Exactly.
George 20. I'm gonna hand George a 20 like my dad used to hand me when we go to the arcade and say, "Here, kid, have fun."
Yep. Yeah, that'll be 5 dogs and a couple sodas, and I'm good to go.
We'll just make sure the ushers wheel the cart over so that we can wheel him out again.
$5.
There it is.
Nothing, dude. I eat 4 dogs for lunch. I got no issue down. I got no problem down in 5, especially stadium dogs. Too easy. I'd almost look like Joey Chestnut trying to do the hot dog competition on 4th of July.
You couldn't handle a hot dog eating contest.
No, but mowing down 5 dogs.
My wife, with the joke of the night from the kitchen, just goes, "Would George get a senior discount?"
I got my AARP card. Don't fuck with me with the good time. I'm good to go. I'm covered. See, shit, that $2 hot dog, Bruiser, that $2 hot dog just became $1.50.
That's all right. She chimes in again. Maybe he can get his handicap parking too.
Yes, I do. I got it in the car. Damn Skippy. I got it. I got it. Don't you worry. I got the handy smacker. Yes, sir. I do. Good for 3 years.
There you go. Take advantage of that.
No, boy. Oh. I said I had news.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bruiser,
Yes.
your news.
Go on.
If everything that I have read holds true, I will find out in a couple of days when the registrations go live. But if everything that I have read so far holds true, I qualified to lift at the men's Raw National Competition at the Arnold in March.
Nice.
Bravo.
I was working my ass off to go to states because I thought that was going to be my way into the Arnold. And I missed registration because they hit the number of lifters before I could register. So I don't get to go to state this year. And I was like, well, the Arnold's out. And then I was looking at the Arnold stuff, and it said 400 kilograms was the qualifying total for the men's Raw Challenge at the Arnold. And I hit 467 kilograms back in June when I won my class down in Dayton. So I qualified for the Arnold.
He's back! And better than ever.
We get to pick. So I was reading up about the Arnold. You get to pick your walkout music.
Oh.
And I don't know if I want to go with my old entrance music or if I want to go with the Jordan, the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, you should do the Chicago Bulls thing.
None of the young kids would get it.
Which is even better. Which is even better. Tell them, go Google it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Congrats. That is really fucking awesome.
I've taken like 2 weeks off from the gym. I started getting flabby again. My arms started to shrink. And then I got the news about the Arnold, and I was like, well, time to get back in the gym.
He's like, whoopsie.
No, I got really depressed after finding out I had worked for 4 months training for states, and I was in the final push, and then like, oh, you're not going. It was a big swift kick in the nads. But now I'm motivated again because I get to go lift at the Arnold.
I was gonna say we've already seen somebody get hit in the nads already tonight. We played the 49er clip that is referenced behind Zolt there.
Did you see
he got punched in the junk?
Did you guys see the clip from the Texas game? The kid getting folded in half backwards.
Ooh. Guess I should have investigated one more for the Real Talk segment.
He went up to like hurdle the defender. Defender upended him. He was in the air, head down. Guy comes in from the right-hand side of the screen and puts the center of his helmet in the small of that kid's back and folded him in half.
It was Texas or Texas A&M?
I don't know. If you have the clip, I'll be able to. I thought it was Texas. And I think Saturday is the first of Ohio State's back-to-back losses.
Yeah, we saw your comment. I ignored it.
I'm being dead serious. I'm not trying to like.
Well, Zolt already pretty much called it out. If Ryan Day tries to play it down, then they're going to lose. If they play the way they've been playing and just pushing, then they'll win.
I think that Ohio State is going to overlook Michigan.
They never will.
No, the fan base never will. The players do.
I mean,
not on
in
your
a
life. They
in a
look
sense, they
forward
did
to it.
last year.
Yeah,
In a sense, that's what they did.
well,
So that's what I'm saying. If they do it again, the same thing is going to happen.
100.
I do not see your video.
I didn't put it in the chat, but
I don't see nothing from. Are you sure it was Texas?
might have been Texas Tech.
I'm looking at Texas Tech too, and I don't see anything. I got nothing.
It might have been A&M.
I got nothing that was from like a few
I'll find it. I know I have it in my messenger somewhere. I'll find it and send it.
Okay.
But honestly, look, I'm not trying to troll or start a fight or anything like that. Ohio State and Michigan doesn't mean to the players what it used to mean, because I'm dead serious. When you have the transfer portal and the NIL and stuff like that, it doesn't mean exactly what it used to mean. It still means that to the fan base, but you're talking about kids who are more worried about their conference championship and a playoff appearance than they are a pair of gold pants.
They not brawl on the field over the Michigan flag, almost being put at center field last year.
If Ohio State overlooks Michigan because they're looking at Indiana, they're gonna lose. You either have to come out and pound Michigan so hard that you take the game out of their hands in the first quarter. If you let Michigan hang around at 9-2, you're in for a fight and a bad day. Just like Texas Tech this weekend. I think Texas is going to beat Texas Tech. And I think that Tennessee is going to beat Vandy.
That would be interesting.
I also think that Auburn has a chance to beat Alabama. Because
I'm always for Alabama losing.
But Auburn's got nothing to play for. Absolutely nothing to play for. All they have is pride in beating Alabama. And if you can keep Alabama from getting to the playoffs,
all is well in the world.
Exactly. This weekend and opening weekend are my favorite weekends in college football. I love rivalry weekend in college football because for the past couple of years, it has meant more than the trophy that they're playing for.
I will
Egg
ask
Bowl
this
starts
question.
it off Thursday night.
I will ask this question. George, if Ohio State were to lose, how fast will weather become the excuse?
I don't think it should be.
Okay.
Both teams play in the same environment. If anybody ever on either side ever said that, that fan should have their fan card removed.
I think
because they're stupid.
They're stupid. I think that the weather in Michigan might be a little bit harsher than the weather down in Columbus, but they play in similar climates.
I've lived in both. It's the same.
I've never seen 9 foot of snow in Columbus.
Really? You weren't around in 78. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Shut up, Sam.
I didn't even say anything.
You didn't have to.
I don't gotta say anything.
You just looked the wrong way. I already heard
because I was.
The University of Ohio State was founded in 1878. So I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of snow back then.
Whatever.
And that's why I didn't need to say anything. Jesus, man.
George
No.
remembers it well. It was, his 30th birthday right around that time.
You need to be very careful mentioning my 30th birthday. The last time Suds fucked with me about my 30th birthday, and guess what? The whole fucking state of Michigan lost power for 3 days. Go ahead.
Please
I
do.
triple dog dare you.
Please.
I
Lose
triple
power.
dog dare you. Bring up about
Lose
that one.
power. Is this coming
Yeah.
from a guy who was around when they invented fire?
Remember back in that wonderful 3-state blackout. Yeah, don't mess with me about my 30th birthday. Suds hit me up on the Nextel, and he goes, "I beg you, turn it back on." That was the funniest phone call I ever got on that damn thing. He goes, "I'm sorry, I did not mean to pick on you about turning 30. Please turn the lights back on."
Easy, Dracula. Nobody cares about your 30th birthday.
Funny as hell. And I was in Pennsylvania at the time getting trained for Rite Aid. 2003 was a lot of fun.
Was that the blackout?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Good God. You are old.
Oh, come on. That did it?
I did it. You're losing your touch, man. That's the what did
I
it.
was 21 years old in 2003. I graduated high school in 2001, and you're turning 30. Good God, man.
7. I was freaking 7 in 2003.
My wife just goes, "What a baby."
Sorry, I'm on my bullshit tonight.
She is on her bullshit tonight.
Oh, she's on fire.
Next week, December 1st, is the hearing between NASCAR and Front Row Motorsports and 2311. That is the date of that it goes to court. And if you have been paying attention to any of it and the stuff that's been coming out from Discovery, holy shit, is it getting nasty. The fact that one of the higher ups in NASCAR said that Richard Childress was nothing but a country bumpkin who owed his millions to NASCAR.
Ooh.
In a text message to another higher up.
Ooh. Ooh.
And country bumpkin is right. I believe the correct phrase was loudmouth redneck.
Damn.
Yeah. It is not going to end well for either side.
Yeah, that's not good.
The judge had told both NASCAR and 2311 in Front Row, figure this out, settle, get it taken care of. And the one thing that 2311 and Front Row want, NASCAR won't do. They want the charters to be permanent. NASCAR currently owns the charters. They're essentially leasing them to the teams. The teams, and Denny Hamlin especially, wants them to be permanent. So if you buy a charter, you can then sell that charter and recoup your money. It's an investment, much like buying an NBA or MLB or NFL franchise. And NASCAR has repeatedly said they would never make the charters permanent. That's the major sticking point. So this hill that NASCAR wants to die on is going to cost them. It's going to cost them their organization entirely, because already Front Row and 2311 have proven the monopoly that NASCAR has. They own the majority of the tracks. They own the series. They own the sanctioning body. It's going to be that NASCAR is going to end up having to sell off things, probably tracks, or they're only going to be able to be the sanctioning body, and then charters will become permanent. All you had to do was figure out a way to settle, and it could have avoided all of this. But man, you want some good old-fashioned Southern soap opera drama? December 1st.
That's next Monday.
Yep.
That'll be interesting.
It will. All right, boys.
All right, listen. You fine gents and everybody else, have a great
Happy
Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you.
Thanksgiving.
And be careful tomorrow night, and even Thursday, wherever you may or may not be headed. Be careful out there. There's still a bunch of stupid people.
I got the call up from the bullpen. I'm doing all the cooking this year for Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mom doesn't want to do it.
I am setting up a couple of basic sides to pass. I've got the barbecue meatballs and meanie weenies with my original sauce recipe finally in order.
Your grape jelly and ketchup?
No. It's a mix of a little bit of A1 Worcestershire, Sweet Baby Ray's, and just a tad of jelly, but not
Don't
too
start
much.
this crap already. Now, it's too late for this.
And it all gets mixed in and sits in the crock pot for a little while. And then also the pasta salad gets an invite as well.
We're doing 2 pork tenderloins with a apple cranberry glaze, smoking them, and then smoked bacon mac and cheese.
Sam's like, remember about how quick he was coming back to Ohio?
Next time you listen,
Sam may be here quicker than we thought.
If you get here this summer, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a cookout here at the house.
Oh,
have a cook. Huh?
Not the red, white, and blue trunks.
Oh yeah, those are coming out for sure. But we're gonna have a barbecue. We're gonna smoke some meats, and we're gonna introduce Sam into the Redneck Yacht Club, and then we have Dutch apple pie, caramel apple pie, and then pumpkin pie for dessert at Thanksgiving dinner that the wife is making from scratch.
Nice.
But I got to get Zolt down here for the Redneck Yacht Club this summer too. Like, got to get Zolt and the family down to Ohio.
I mean, Mary's from Ohio. She doesn't feel like going back.
Wow.
Look, come visit us.
Damn. She doesn't even want to cross Toledo. That's wow. Damn.
Well, I mean, if that wasn't like the thing that you first go through, maybe,
You could go around Toledo. No, look, even Ohioans don't like Toledo.
Right.
Right.
The only thing I like about Toledo is that the college gave me Quingon Mitchell.
Well, I take that back. The Toledo Mud Hens are one of the best teams in minor league baseball.
Right.
Fair enough.
All right, boys. You guys have a
All right,
wonderful
folks.
Thanksgiving.
Have a great
You
Thanksgiving.
too.
Say good night.
That takes care of the 4 minutes. Say goodnight, Grayson.
Good night.
Good night. That's it. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.
Good night.
So I said, well, flip a coin. And if it comes out heads, have your hair dyed.
And if it comes out tails, say goodnight, Gracie.